All right, let's party. Wow, there we go. And then up, camera. Uh-oh, hold on. Technology has not been kind to me these last couple days. At least my stream is not like terrible lag issues, as far as I'm aware. Let me get that fixed. There we go. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Welcome. How's it doing, Carcat and Andy on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side? Let me say hello to all the fine nerds. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Moonlit. How you doing, Big Ham? Sorry, it's the all caps makes me want to say it like that. How you doing, Steve? And how you doing, Sharkrain? How you doing, Mittens? Welcome. Yeah, so far everything seems pretty good, which is good. Because yesterday was like, I've been doing this for a while, but like whenever a stream just goes kaput, I feel like demoralized. But luckily we're doing good. Yeah, it's Church Crusade time. So, I have technically 2 models I want to paint today. I don't think either will get done, but I imagine there's going to be a lot of drying time. And how you doing, Lemon? Welcome. How you doing? So I have the Hunter of the Left-Hand Path, which is an incredibly long name for a guy who's mostly made of flesh and arrows. And this is a bone stock Trench Crusade model. I have not kit bashed this because I like the default enough. Ooh, basics. I always have so much fun. Making a skirmish game. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. And then I got this guy as my Heretic Priest. This is a creature caster print with a Trench Crusade bit at the top to make him look less like, what's it called? Ferryman-esque and more evil. How you doing, Jay? Welcome. How you doing? I have been doing great today myself. I have spent the entirety, basically, I woke up at noon, which I do a lot on weekends, and got ready. Well, it was before noon, to be fair, and I went to the game store. Apparently there was a bit of a, yay, I'm glad the stream's doing better. Hell yeah. Apparently there's a little bit of like a confusion for our tabletop group, but then I was able to get an entire game of Trench Crusade and Turnip in today, which is good. I got to use my court army for the first time, which is fun. The mechanic of the court, which is like they're mostly demons, is just really fun because you have a little guy in the back that you whip the shit out of. Oh fuck, we got ad break. God damn it. Well, this is fine, I guess. Also, let me zoom in a little bit. Also, Matthew, thank you for giving Big Ham sub. Hey, let me zoom in a little bit. Let's go medium. There we go. Oh god, I got so many things on my screen. Let me close like a bajillion little doodads. But yeah, this is so yeah, check it out. I was able to do, these were the lads I was able to bring today. How you doing, Spork? How you doing? I don't have 2 pit locusts, so I had to bring my extra lad. And how you doing, Duke? Thank you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever holiday you're down for. Hell yeah. We also did a 3-player game of Turnip today, which was neat, but I kind of felt bad because we used a 4-player scenario and we just didn't include the 4th player. Yeah, I can see that. They're kind of filled with like little wiggly bits. So yeah, we got this like big standoff. But the thing is, because Turnip you have to target the closest guys for range attacks, the poor guy in the middle got like bounced around a lot. Yeah, it's kind of weird because your only actual source of mortal in the army, in the Grail army, is your wretches, and they're not doing a lot damage wise. They're cool, stuff like that. Ow. Oh, there we go. I knocked over some lads. That's fine. It's very fun though. Trench Crusade's very. We also how you doing, Chieftain? Welcome. How you doing? We also saw a new guy at the shop who was very curious. Apparently he's a Infinity player who's like, I like Infinity, but I'm looking for something a little different, something that doesn't break my brain, which is somebody who's looked into Infinity a couple times. I get it. It's a very brain-breaking sort of game. You are doing a lot of stuff in Infinity, which I almost picked up some models from Infinity. So I was at the point because like I was at the shop way too long and left to my own devices. I got to that point of like, maybe I should look up like picking up a conquest army. Like no. That's like, not that I have the funds to really do a conquest army, but I was like legitimately between that and Infinity, like looking like, let me compare and contrast the prices. Like no, bad. But I'm sure eventually a pit locust will work. So that was will work for this. I also got me a new. It's called Gray, Dirty Gray from Vallejo, but it's like a dingy green, brown kind of deal. How you doing, Kine? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your condition. Is being left-handed a condition? I don't know. I've only been a righty my entire life, but I want to try doing a little bit of. I'll just try like mixing, like doing like a slight bit of wet blending, just kind of mix in a couple little extra color bits, some of the dirt. I don't know if it's going to show up at this stage or not, but I just want to see what would happen. Like a little bit in there. Okay, we'll let that dry and see how that goes. Don't worry, I'm not going to work on the base primarily. I don't know how far through the lad I'm going to get, so we're just going to find out together. How you doing, Snowfall? How you doing? See, Infinity, I feel like even though a lot of players play it like super duper serious and whatever, there's enough like back and forth, like, you know, like interaction and play patterns and stuff like that. Whenever I see like Yu-Gi-Oh that's not like casual, Yu-Gi-Oh works as a game if you're playing super, super casually with your friends. Otherwise, like the idea of sitting down and playing Master Duel does not sound great. How's you doing, Kyo? How's what the Flesh Hood do? You know, shoot arrows at you and stuff like that. Like that element of Yu-Gi-Oh always just seemed like I tried to do the Master Duel thing because like conceptually Master Duel kind of makes sense actually. Like it's like a nice cheap way to get into the game. It's like I don't know if it's that well balanced, but like hey, it's got a lot of cards and stuff you want. You could at one point reasonably put together a deck, but like man, watching someone just jerk off for like 10 minutes while they play Yu-Gi-Oh is the worst. Like I've been in some one-sided games of Magic where like I got like mana screwed and whatever, but compared to like a one-sided game of Yu-Gi-Oh where it's like, all right, I played my one card combo starter and I will never stop. I will never stop. The starter will go on forever. I hope you had nothing better to do this afternoon. And then after a while, I was like, I have so many things better to do this afternoon. So I stopped playing Master Duel. I didn't get like super far, mind you. Like I was never like super serial pro zone, but like it was just annoying. It was incredibly, incredibly annoying. A little bit more on this though. But yeah, my body shape's been going good. Oh, hold on. I'm like hella zoomed in for some reason. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Hey, there we go. My full size. Spork, did you get my snap? Nande. Oh, I did get the J. I did get the hard drive actually. Let's go. Oh shit. How you doing, the puppet? How you doing? Yeah, it's fun to keep decks around, to be fair. And like I still have like EDH and stuff like that, but like Magic as a thing annoys like no, Spork is at 79. Okay, we're fine. How you doing, Dashif? Welcome. How you doing? But first I needed a Kine. And let's go to the Nanner's fan club. Yeah, for you guys who do not know, this is my wonderful snake Nanner. She's doing really good. She's still burrowing under her water dish, and I don't understand why. I don't know why she's doing that, but I'll say you doing go for a painting. Welcome, how you doing? I'm showing off my snake. But she's doing good. She's apparently getting swole by lifting water itself, and like a non-trivial amount of water, so I have the biggest, rippest snake ever. It's great. She's a very danger noodle. Just chilling. Hey, it's all good. Sometimes it's fun to chill. But yes, Kine, welcome to the freshman year of the official Nanner's fan club. Wow. Stream front. Don't throw my snake on stream. Too bad, nerd. Will do. Yeah, she's getting fucking ripped. Also, hold on a sec. Starting like, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that my other snake. No, that snake will remain closed and never be seen on stream. But what's it called? Yeah, I had that experience too, because like, I mean, I did jump into it with like a semi-meta deck. I was playing Invoked Dogmatica Shadows. Oh shit, we're going Mimic mode already. Let's go. I'm gonna still keep the apron on. I still gotta keep the apron on, because you know I don't want to get covered in paint. But yeah. It was it's I think it's not too late to find games that's more fun than the other snake. I do every now and then when I go get food for Nanners, I do look at other. There's like they have like a ball python still left in the pet store, and on one end I you know, it's not a general good idea to get your snakes from like a pet store because you know like Nanners has not neurological disorder stuff, and I still love her to pieces though, but she do. Also, did I want to do? What kind of metal do I want? Might still paint him red. But I think if I do a dark red on the metal, that's would be a good idea. Yeah, the weird thing is like for me, it's like it's not even like if there was one kind of deck that was really like that, that would be fine. But it seems like most cards kind of vary into that. I think Tempai apparently isn't like that, but it's also very floodgatey and combat-y. Which is kind of weird coming from the Magic side, how people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't like cards that stop your opponent from spewing their entire hand. But then also, spewing their entire hand is aggravating. Like Norwegian metal. I feel like on paper I should be like a big metalhead, but I think it's just because I spec'd into weeb bullshit growing up. My family never knew what the long-term consequences was of like A, getting me an N64, but I'd even say getting me Nintendo Power, really. That did a lot of solidifying in my Wii brain. Baby, oh yeah, there's Baby Metal. I forgot about them. I want to do that. Also got like fleshy feet. We'll give this a go. This is definitely gonna be one of those Hal applies base coat sort of streams, and we'll see if I get farther. I have a couple projects that are just like really close to need like my amalgam I need to finish as well, but I also don't know if I want to do an amalgam stream next week as well for the same time. But we'll find out. I'll figure it out something. But yeah, no, it's kind of stuff is aggravating me. Floodgates, non-water monsters. Ah, gotcha. See, for me, it's like it makes sense because like as far as I can tell, that's just kind of how you do counterplay. Because the nature of the beast in that game is like the decks are so fast, you have to stop them preemptively, but by the same token, like a lot, if you don't do that, like it's either goes too fast or it goes to a screeching halt, which I don't know. Yeah, the amalgam should be like I might paint that more next week. I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit before I do the rest of the colors and stuff like that. I'll work on this little lad. I still got some of that like dirty gray green on the base. Oh, Gundam. I remember Gundam Wing was the first Gundam I saw because it was just the one that, like, for some reason, Gundam Wing was the one on Toonami. That's how you doing, Doodle? Shut up. Yeah, to be fair, I play EDH with my local group. I do play a lot of slow, grindy decks. What color paint? The red or the green? The red is, Vallejo Gory Red. For Girl Dinner. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. I feel you. My equivalent of Girl Dinner is just like a charcuterie board stuff. I don't do a full board. I just do like, you know, get me some nice salami, get me a nice brie cheese, and get me some crackers. That's Hal dinner. But I mean, I cook for myself. But if I'm feeling lazy, that's like sort of like my go-to. Let's ever on the base. Since I haven't made no progress. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's nice to have a warband for every occasion. There's a new Gundam TCG. Ah, gotcha. I'm not super into like, it's weird. I'm begrudgingly into Magic, is the best I could say it. I enjoy playing the game when I play it with my friends. But if in a heartbeat we could switch to something else, I would absolutely do that. Yeah, it's really easy to order food, to be fair. Just be like, he's like, okay. I got that thing too a while back where I got like a super discount on Grubhub, so I could, if I want to order food, it's like not cheap, but it's cheaper than it would normally be. But I don't eat out a huge amount because I just spend my money on the hoppy stuff. How you doing, though, buddy? Welcome. I'm working on Big Fleshy. It's big fleshing for sure. He's just like mostly skin folds, so this will be interesting. How do I want to do this? I think I'll go ahead and do the succubus skin on his back, just like a little bit. They're working on my big flesh sheet, and by that, I mean my peanuts. I knew that's the joke you were going for, but whatever. Yeah, so when it's all fleshed out, it's gonna look great. Exactly. Where am I going? What's I going with this? But that's Hal's version of girl dinner. I've been doing pretty good. I mean, the holidays weren't great to me because I just got like a bunch of crab dip given to me, but that has ran out, so I can calm down and return back to normal habits. I have to give this another 2 coats. This is just like a very base skin. This guy's not gonna be like, the interesting thing about the court malls is they have a lot of detail, but there are not a lot of colors in that detail. Like this guy's like a lot of horrible squishy shapes, but he's like, you know, a lot of squishy shapes aren't gonna be too bad once they're all sort of colored. I still don't think I'm gonna get them done tonight, but I want to get them good enough. Like I was able to bring some of the guys today to the shop, and I was like, ooh, it's out. My turnip lump, my ditto lump is still not done, but it's done enough that I could bring it and be like, ooh, check it out. I can bring it to the table. Get a little bit on that, and then get the hook. I can only really grab them from the fucking, like, little hook thing, and that feels really dangerous to do so. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's for me, I get a lot of the social aspect off of, like, wargaming. I find that to be a bit more fun for that aspect. Not that, like, it's, like, bad or anything if you enjoy it that way. Like, that's not uncommon. Like, that's why I do like playing Magic with my bros, but, like, I just find that a lot of the supplementary stuff around TCGs is kind of annoying. It says me, man who willingly spends money on Magic cards, so... hard to hold if there's only a better way. On there. Now I'm a cat. Yippee. Yeah. I did that. Surprised at this point I haven't found any like cat stuff in Subahibi yet, but it's probably only a matter of time. Literally today I woke up, went to the game store, played war games, and went home. Which, after not playing for a while, it felt good to recharge the battery, to be like, ah yes, war game feel good for elf brain. It's you. Excellent. Looking good. I mean, that's understandable. Oh, yeah. Gen Con's great to try out in general. Like, war games, TRPGs, whatever. I love Gen Con to pieces. It's I haven't been in a couple of years, but I love it so. Zip. I know this upcoming year my plans are MagFest, definitely, and maybe Nova? The sad thing is, like, I like where I live, but I do get jelly of all the people on the West Coast because they get the best access to all the, like, conventions and stuff, which seems nice. Yeah, I think exactly, Andy. I think for me, it's also because it's, like, part, like, creative project, too. Oh, from Canadaland. Ah, gotcha. Is there, like, similar conventions in Canada? I assume so. I would have assumed so. Also, while this other dude's drying, I'm doing that. Yeah, Off-Guy is kind of the big one. I think for me, TwitchCon seems like it would be neat as a guy that does the internet thing. Like, as an internet person, I feel like TwitchCon, maybe some... I feel like it'd probably be good for me to go at least some year. But Off-Guy also as well, because it's like the big VTuber one. Both of those sound like they would be neat, but it's not like... Neither's a huge priority. I figure TwitchCon, I'm gonna wait till I hit partner at the very least, and then go that way. And then I feel like there'll be a bit more going on. Also, Captain Kitsu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, kind of the bigger cities-ish. That's how there's like a lot of conventions that are always in like LA and stuff like that. That makes sense. How you doing? I am working on my left-handed path guy, but he's drying because I'm applying a lot of base coat. So I'm currently applying some other base coat to my Heretic Priest, because, you know, I don't know if I'm going to run Heretics at all. I'm basically just building every army in Trench Crusade. Every Trench Crusade army will probably eventually have at least a small force that's painted by me. It's going good. I played earlier today, actually, which is fun, too, as well. Here's my court list. We're still playing at, like, the 700 Ducat, like, training level. The plan is to get a campaign going next year. Like, by next year, I mean, you know, January. We're really soon. God, why am I hiccuping so much today? Yeah, there's usually like Gen Con's definitely the biggest one for sure, but there's generally like a pretty good amount of stuff. Like I know like Adepticon is more eastward as well. There's probably at least a decent amount of other ones. There's like several war game sort of cons. I'll leave that like little bit of him open. Oh no, he's still got the fabric bind there. I probably got to go to that cinder bit and cover it with like some like flesh colors. I kind of want him to be like drippy in the middle. Because this guy's going to be like the heretic priest of my... What's it called? Which faction am I doing? Oh, yeah, the Naval Raiders, I believe. Is it Milwaukee, though? I thought it was... I thought it was in Vegas. Okay. I guess I'm not super surprised that I'm wrong on that, but still. I can see it moving. No, Adepticons are kind of war games, actually. It's... Adepticon, I mean, it has a lot of the bigger Warhammer tournaments, but I don't think it's unique to Warhammer. Oh, they used to be in Chicago? Oh, fuck, it wasn't that far away then, okay. I didn't think oh, I'm thinking fucking, there is a Vegas one that I'm blanking on. But no, Adepticon's not Warhammer only. Yeah, you could basically play... yeah, oh, I'm thinking LVO. Yeah, LVO's in Vegas. That's 100% true. Yeah, I know, because, like, you know, when it comes to a big war game convention, you're always going to find, like, you know, Warhammer will definitely be there in force. That's just how it is. But yeah, no, actually, if anything, a lot of the bigger conventions are fun to get, like, people will do, like, little side groups and, like, little alleyways and, like, you could basically play a lot of smaller war games, like Tonks, like you're fucking playing Melty Blood at fucking Evo. Where it's just like, so in some bathroom somewhere, we're gonna go play some incredibly niche indie war games. Are you ready for it? That's totally an option. Guys, luckily this guy's mostly one color, so I'm not super, like, it's not gonna take a whole lot for him. There we go. Yippee! Excellent. The TV in the sink, exactly. See, I wish I was better at fighting games, because little moments like that seem really, really neat. But I tried to mix in some of the color, that didn't super work. Yeah, when was that? I think that sounds about right. God, I'm trying to remember the last time I went to Gen Con, because I want to say it was like 2018, actually. 2018 or 2017. I want this to, like, even slightly begin to blend. At least like show some color on here. Yeah, I've never been like a really steady con goer. Oh, that's not true. Okay, I went to MagFest last year. I keep forgetting MagFest counts. MagFest for me feels very different from the other ones I've been to. So like sometimes my brain also kind of uses it as like an excuse to meet up with like internet people I know. Like, oh shit, Vtuber real. Hey, you doing, it's ridiculous. It really does. It's such a sick fucking model. MagFest is just like a little East Coast convention. It's a nominally video game focused, but not super specifically. That's been pretty neat. There we go. But yeah, I got the lad drying. See, how do I want to do this? I want to do a dark red on his body, because then I want to do some like dry brushing metal colors elsewhere else. That. Trying to like reorganize my stuff. Oh, yeah, a bunch of, like, the painting competitions, too. Yeah. Yeah, Adepticon and Gen Con would both be fun. Also, I remember Gen Con. Last time I went, Kingdom Death had a really cool booth. I don't know if they still do booths there. I imagine so. Is the magic music scene MagFest? Maybe. Though I did watch I did go to a Protoman concert at MagFest last year. That was fucking banging. I'm very torn on like typical like nerdcore music, but I do really like I've liked Protoman like as a casual Protoman fan for years. But they also played my favorite song, Father of Death, and that was big. That was big excite. I fucking love Father of Death. It's so good. I'm gonna use a darker red. I used a darker red around the metals with the idea that I'm going to dry brush metallics over it. Also, Bug, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on some horrible, hideous flesh creature. Which, I mean, that's very much what I paint. I'm very typecast by my own hands. Very rare, like, paint a majestic, sweet creature that's not covered in dirt and blood. And what else? And it's like, nah. I want to cover it in filth. But how you doing? How you doing? To be fair, this guy's like really bleedy. I do have high elves, which is the thing. It's like that. I actually do think painting my I'm thinking about selling off one of my Warhammer fantasy armies. I have like or Total War-ish, either the old world, whatever. They're both functioning for that. One of them's Chaos Warriors and the other is High Elves. I don't really do much for either, and I'm kind of looking to downsize my collection a little bit. And on one hand, it's like I could sell the elves and just kind of, you know, keep going full chaos. Else, I kind of want to go back to try to like maybe try, you know, maybe challenge myself a little more with some painting and stuff like that. But that might be fun. Do I enjoy the play style? I'm gonna be honest. I play indie war games. I paint Warhammer models, but I very much don't play them. Mostly just because I find indie war games more fun, but also I feel like it's a lot more of an involved process to get like a Warhammer game going. Have you heard of the High Elves? I have. At least they're the ones on my shelf I have, yes. Like, I do need to do that. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I think the Chaos Warrior sculpts still hold up pretty well. You know, they are Chaos Warriors. It's just, like, really bitchin' armor. Like, really bitchin' armor is hard to fuck up, in my opinion. Yeah, I think most people do. And, like, a lot of people are like, yeah, I like this game, and I paint the minis, and I keep getting stuff, but I have not played, like, this edition of a game. And, like, that makes me feel a little better. But, yeah, no, I do go to the shop generally every weekend, barring, like, people being too busy. And I played Trench Crusade today, so, like, I felt pretty good. Yeah, this is not that much darker than this other red. I think this other red is going to look a bit brighter once I do another layer. God. I gotta get in there. Trench Crusade seems neat. It really is. I've been a big fan of it. Also, if anyone, also, how you doing, Meister Miller? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? And if anybody is curious about Trench Crusade, I get got some commands that has all the playtest rules and stuff. Yippee! Let's go. I don't think High Elves, the Dark Elves, are gonna get a renewed kit. Games Workshop has been very, 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 very lazy. Yeah, it feels like legitimately, people have been playing on my trenches whenever I play with them, and they love them. Like, check it out. There you go. I got those trenches. I made that. That horrible goop thing in the back that I want to replace, I made that. That was not my best work. I want to fix that. But conceptually, it's cool that it's there. I'm very jazzed that it's there. Downside to this sculpt is I got to get into the recesses for stuff that you cannot build these piecemeal. So I'm just going to try to go, like, all up in there, and we'll hope for the best. What do you think about the secret level? Also, how you doing, Artie? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Happy holidays. Thank you for stopping by. And hopefully your holidays also turned out pretty good. I like the secret level Warhammer thing. It was very much bolter porn. I don't mind visual bolter porn. Like, I didn't even hate that Ultramarines movie. Which, to be fair, there's like a really ancient CGI Ultramarines movie. It's bad. Like, objectively, it's kind of bad, but, like, it's mostly just because the CG was not great for the era, and it has not aged beyond that. But I feel like it's weird, like, if it had more money, I don't think it would even be significantly different. Bunch of Ultramarines go to a place, oh no, Chaos fucked it up, bang, 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 shoot, 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 bang, 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 bang. Like I said, it's there. It's whatever. Like, it's exactly what it needed to be. And I was okay for that. I'll let you dry a little bit so I can firmly grasp it. Yeah, the Ultramarines one was really janky, but, like, the Secret Lair Warhammer thing was pretty solid. I liked the guy in the box. He was very fun. Do not have 4cm foam? Oh shit, okay. I know some places you can get foam custom cut. Like, currently I have a 4-foot by 4-foot thing of rubber. That is coming, so I'm going to eventually make that into a textured, full, rollable battle mat. So yeah, sometimes you can order that cut proof. See, I'm not that surprised. Chaos jobs a lot. Like, you know, it's basically like, it's very rarely you'll see somebody in Warhammer where it's like, you know, you fight, like, it's like an even fight. Usually one person gets, like, fucking shreked, minus maybe, like, a few characters that no one gives a shit about. And that's kind of what Chaos does, you know, as the nominal, like, bad guys and whatever. Yeah, it's definitely accelerated a lot, yeah. But, like, now we got, like, reasonably high-quality books about Chaos factions. I'm currently reading my way through the Twice Dead King, and I really dig it. Ortix is a fucking bitch. Like, he's really smug and self-assured, but he's kind of, like, cool about it in a way, too, which I've been enjoying it. Let's see. Employment. Oh, shit, your nephew got employed? Fuck yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. J family moving on up. Let's go. Yeah, Necron books have generally been great. I was kind of not the biggest fan of Brutal Cunning, but I've been enjoying this new Necron book quite a bit. I've been enjoying that. I don't know how good the Tau books are. Hopefully they're not too bad. I've never read any of those. I'm trying to stick to Chaos for the most part, but I can't help oh yeah, I did Infinite Divine. I did Night Lord's trilogy, Fabi's Bile trilogy, Infinite Divine, First Heretic, Betrayer, and Brutal Cunning, and probably maybe like one more I'm forgetting at the top of my head. And are you just finished? Oh yeah. I mean, like, luckily 3,000 points of agents will probably take you a while, so that shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, no, I enjoyed Infinite Divine. It was not my first 40k book. Oh, Lords of Silence. There we go. That's the last 40k book I was blanking on. I'm actually like it's weird saying I'm reasonably well read in Warhammer stuff now, which A, that makes me a big nerd, and B, I don't know what that really means in the grand scheme of things. It's very silly, but yeah, I've been just trying to work my way through various Chaosy and Xenos books. Eventually, I'm going to have to read a book from the Ultramarines' perspective. Also, Leiden, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for the YouTube sub. I'm currently waiting for my guide to dry, so I'm also working on this Heretic Priest. So if you're like, where's the fleshy boy? He's here. I probably should have airbrushed him, but I didn't really have time in the middle of doing a bunch of, like, I've basically been, like, reorganizing, like, my pile of shame and, like, just my workstations and stuff like that. It's been good. I got so much room now, and because I've removed a bunch of projects I'm just not going to work on, the mental clutter has gone down quite a bit. I know I'm a big nerd. Still. I mean, considering that a lot of people there's people that have strong Warhammer opinions and don't read the books, it gives me a little bit of like, yeah, I vaguely know what I'm doing, but there's also an infinite well of Warhammer books. So at the same time, my grand knowledge of Warhammer has not significantly increased. Like other than learning, let's see, Fabius Bau's Backpack Fucks. What else have I really like learned from those? Like other than like them being good books, I guess. How you doing, Amy? How you doing? Welcome. How you? I think my music stopped. Let me get that going again. There we go. Lancer content. Oh yeah, let's go. I need to do more Lancer. I'm assuming now that like the holidays are ending, I'm gonna probably start getting the next Lancer put together. I also need to I need to do a Necronica. I have to run Necronica at least once a year, or I combust. So that's definitely on the docket at some point as well. See how that goes. Get his staff. There we go. Lad. All right. Speaking about Lad, how's this lad doing? Still wet? Yeah, I need to do another layer on the skin. gay and has sex with men. You wish, nerd. Hey, I need that. I need gore red. Here we go. Something to look forward to. Yippee! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I used to run a lot more Necronica games. I hit a point where I'm like, man, I'm getting lazy as shit about VTubing. I gotta, even if like running a game is not like the wildest thing ever, I gotta get back into the groove of a lot of things this upcoming year. I realize I've gotten soft and squishy, and I must become more powerful. There we go. Yeah, this is the red I wanted for this. Start mixing in some flesh tones to the red. There we go. Now person that streams. Yeah, I saw you shouting me out earlier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's that been going for you? How's that been going? The layer on this, and I'm probably gonna start blending some of the. I guess this is gonna be the tricky thing, is I don't know. I guess where the flesh, where the skin ends and the flesh begins is sort of a nebulous concept anyway. So like, fuck it, why not? No, I'm not squishy. I'm joking, but like, you know, I need to get off my ass and do a bit more stuff. Just even if it's nothing wild, I've gotten comfortable, and I need to shake some shit up. So we'll see how that manifests in the upcoming year. So I'm optimistic. I've been doing some good changes on things lately, like the fact that like my new chatting background is very minor in the grand scheme of things, but feels like a very good, like, yes, this is a kind of physicalized version of me trying to like get a head start on like practically what's a New Year's resolution, you know? I think it does count, but I think it takes a little bit. So likely what's happening is it's just going to take some time, and then you'll get that. I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't worry too much. Yeah, if you're already getting like 11-ish people, you'll be fine. Affiliate will be coming soon. Could be another fucking wet drying thing. I guess while that's drying, I could also do another quick layer. Maybe if I just like focus on his front. I guess the interesting thing is if I really wanted to put him on the base. No, I still want to be able to open the I need gooch access to make sure it doesn't like fuck up. I mean, Yappa and Zomboid seems to work. I know some people do the entire thing. Ooh, very nice, very nice. VTubing's a lot of fun. The downside is you will have less time to watch VTubers, but I've enjoyed VTubing. So like, I don't know. If you think you're down for it, I would recommend it. It's all right. Let the boy dry again, and then I might try doing a little bit of highlighty bits on the flesh. Oh, hold on. Let the flesh. A little bit and the little area. There we go. God, I love, like, I'm definitely going to try to make the interior of the cape look like really oily and wet. And oh shit, I need to get the back too. So I'm very excited for like when I get to use like the enamels and the gloss bits and whatnot. It's gonna look real nice. The small's got some good texture to it, is what I'm trying to say. That's and the. Oh yeah, I never did get his hood. That now. Spikes. I'll probably repaint the spikes. I don't know as what yet. And the skull in the back is going to be a whole thing that I gotta deal with later. There we go. Set you aside. Hey, handcam stuff is pretty fun. If you never need like some tips on what to do for that, let me know. You could use Krieger's Assault in it, yeah. I know probably Krieger's would definitely make a really good you know, new Antioch, but like at the end of the day, do what you want. Yeah, let me get the skull at the very least, which I will do that out of leather brown, maybe? That might be fun. How you doing, Nars? Welcome. How you doing? Working on 2 Trench Crusade dudes. Turn out pretty well. I'm working on the lad boatman and the lad fleshy dude. How's it going? Between that, playing a lot of Just played. Honestly, played so many war games today. I literally just like went home and I was like, okay, time to eat dinner and chill for a bit before stream. So it's like, on one hand, I enjoyed spending the entire day at my shop playing games. I'm like, man, I just did not have a Sunday. Luckily, I still got one more week of time off, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Which is nice because I figured I generally whenever I'm like I'm going to do stuff during like my vacation time, I just slob max. I revert to neats. This time, I've honestly been doing better. It's been nice actually. So I'm feeling relatively optimistic about even becoming even more productive because I gotta get the Waludo set up for the karaoke stream. That and I gotta make sure the delay is not gonna be bad. Umaru? Oh yeah, the little hamster thing. I think I watched that anime like once, and I don't mind like cute girls doing cute things, moe moe Q and slice of life. That one, I wasn't feeling it. Was not feeling it. All I want to do is limbs. So on one hand, I could do like a pale. I could do like a pale blue. Oh, good. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting search. Google incognito tab, waterlogged body. What's that look like? All right, there we go. Your boy is looking up. Your boy's looking up bloated corpses so I can find her texture. Waterlogged body. There. See, let's see typically what colorations we're looking for that. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're getting like kind of like a gray brown. Actually, the base I kind of gave for his thing. Kind of matches. Kind of like. Honestly, that's probably a good enough base tone. I want to shift to. I could shift to a different color dirt. And just paint the tentacles and the arms with that color and then add a little bit of highlights. That might be the way to go. This is a discovery process. Yippee, let's go. A little bit on there. Arms. Let's go. Yippee. Yeah. Every now and then, like, that's the kind of thing where it's like when you're getting into doing like weird, gross stuff, it's like, okay, it's like, you know, all art is improved with references, but then also it's like, well, I'm gonna have to look up some weird references now. Nothing too weird, mind you, but still. Like, at least I remember because like there's always like people, I think like whenever Mortal Kombat comes up, it's always like the Mortal Kombat dev watched people getting ripped in half for 10 hours to get the texture right. They were driven insane. And like, I'm sure a lot of that's like super, like, you know, sensationalized. There we go. That's the But I do have to imagine at some point when you're looking up some stuff, you're like, okay, I just want to get like I want to draw like a weird dead guy. What does a weird dead guy look like? And you're like, well, time to look it up. Yeah, this kid looks pretty good on him actually. I'm digging this. And I'll probably like mix in some like Raycar flesh shade and some other kind of like fleshier tones in there. Blue on the. Probably just needs, in general, needs just like a second coat. Yeah. It's, the thing that, like, my local shop is for Trench Crusade 2 is also filled almost entirely with new Antioch. It's really wild. I'm hoping, I know there's a guy that plays Salt in it. I played Turnip with him several times. I just never get a chance to play Trench Crusade with him. I gotta play Trench Crusade with him once, actually. I want more, though. I like New Antioch. I'm ready. I'm ready for the other factions. I'm super ready for them. Yeah, like this is not the most complex model, but like this looks nice. All right, then let's get his little wigglers. Do I want to do a bigger brush? I do need some more paint. Okay, this is also a paint that apparently This is apparently a paint I picked up like a week ago, and I just left in my bag. It's like, every time I go to my LGS, I try to buy something. Like, sometimes if they're selling like used models, you know, I might pick up like a model or two. But like, a lot of times, like, if I don't do anything else, I try to pick up some paint. But a lot of times, I'll forget that I bought the paint by the time I'm home, and I'm like, shit, there's paint in my thing. How you doing, Bellery? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Beyond the pale. Also, how you doing, Icarus? How you doing? Also, ours, did I say hi? I forget if I did. If I didn't, hello, and if I did, hello anyway. How you various nerds doing? I'm working on Big Drippy, but while Big Drippy is big drying, I'm also working on this lad. Doing that pretty good too. Let's figure out what color I want to do his dirt then. I was gonna try to make him like a kind of sick kind of dirt thing, but it turns out that like this is actually just better for skin. I guess I could paint him with the same base color and then highlight differently if I wanted to, but nah. Do something brown. Big dry. Yeah, welcome to twitch.tv/Halbernaut. You have to wait for paint to dry. Yippee, let's go. Also, how's it going? Totally burrito that is not here. How you doing? How you doing? I'm painting a big wiggly boy while I'm waiting for some other paint to dry. Paint do be drying on twitch.tv/Halbernaut. I've cracked the code. I've made people want to watch paint dry. It's my most devious of schemes. It's just kind of funny how it works out like that. This color for the tentacles was the right cause. Yeah, we're watching paint dry. Let's go. And you know, also just talking about Trench Crusade and stuff like that. I've been very wargame brains today, which is good. My cousin car. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Hopefully you're not driving. You're not driving, right? I've heard some of you nerds are like, yeah, Hal, I'm driving. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm at a stoplight. I'm like, Lots of trenches dry. Let's go. I would actually like to do some more terrain stuff as well. I don't know what I would do yet, though. I want to try doing that, like, so Black Magic crafted a bunch of, like, caulking, like, brown painting, like, painter's caulk or whatever. To, like, and you mix that with sand in order to make it so that, like, everything's, like, really, like, flexible and stuff. And I want to try doing that with some of my trenches, or, like, even some, like, new trenches to make them so that they are less likely to chip and be a bit more friendly for... Oh, you're just... Okay, you're just riding. That's fine. I am a VTuber to Nurgle variety. Exactly. How are you doing, Blank? How you doing? Welcome. Fixer for your Gretchen. What is in orc terms? What is the fixer? I guess. Oh, you mean like a mech boy, or like is that something totally different? Not as many as you would think, actually. I've not played 900 point games. I've only been doing like 800 levels, so maybe that changes once you start getting more. I usually at most run 2. Like for me. Oh, for rattling. Oh, gotcha. If he's the leader, shouldn't it just be like a Gretchen with a big hat? You know, everybody knows the big hats denote authority. You vanish now. Best of luck with your vanishing, yo. When in doubt, a Gretchen with a big hat. That is your answer. Okay, big hat and drinking tea. There we go. We got both the aspects. How you doing, Robert? How you doing? Welcome. I'm currently waiting for my other lad to dry, so I am applying paint to some tentacles. Because you know, trying to keep Rippy in a spot. I don't want it. That's fine. Trying to keep moving with my trench stuff. Oh, yippee! Excellent. You could just put like a foot with like a handle on it. That could be fun. What's he doing? Just like drinking the foot? Like drinking the blood out of a foot? There we go. Gotta get under there as well. A little bit on there. Try that. That's a bit of light work. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I understand. Let that dry a little bit. Yay, let's go. I mean, orcs eat human parts all the time. That's not that weird. I think, yeah, we're just gonna get a boot. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, imagine doing tentacles. Right, I need to look at the reference picture now. I think if I actually use the same color that I used on the back, but if I mix it like 50-50 between the red and that, let's see how that looks. Yeah, there we go. So you got it. I'm gonna mix that. I'm gonna mix a little bit of that gore red that I've been using for like the back red. I'm gonna try painting the wiggles. His best feature, his wiggles. What's these two mix? Oh, actually, this looks pretty good. I was a little worried this wouldn't blend well, but no, this blends pretty well. There we go. Get that nice and small. I'm probably... Oh god, this brush is getting fucked. Orc meat and yeah, there we go. Man-eat orc. It's a circle life. Yeah, exactly. Right. This mix fits. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna try to be... I've been very sloppy tonight, but now this is where I actually have to have like a little bit of precision. Just a tiny little bit. Yeah, if you don't need it anymore, why not? I've turned so many models that I'm just like, I'm never gonna build you, and just like, you know, chop it into bits. Delicious, delicious chunks. Hey, there we go. Colors match. Work it up the... Let's go. How you doing, May? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I'm currently painting a hideous flesh monster, as one does. How you doing? How you doing? Currently mixing a half tone. It looks like it's going pretty good. Do they tend to update kill teams, like just like models that are in kill teams? If they do, that'd be cool. If anything, you're probably more likely just to make another kill team, though. I could totally see that. What's up, Matthew? Thank you for giving May a sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the beautiful fleshy boy. Little guy. Hey, let's go. I mean, yeah, squigs make perfect sense for that. 100%. Fleshy bits. I like how he's like, he has a hand in there, but it's... I'm assuming the implication is that this hand is a regular hand at some points, but in other points it is just like, you know, gets split open to be a sick-ass bow. Hey, get the dance. They've only done that with Angels of Death. Oh, okay. Well, maybe, so I guess if there's precedent though, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, I guess you can always proxy them from other teams too. I don't know. I don't know how often people typically do proxy stuff. It sounds like Bonk's doing it, so that should be. Imagine it's like at least reasonably kosher, I guess. I mean, usual like G-dub restriction. Like still little crevice bits. It's still kind of drying them a little iffy about. That actually might not be too bad though. If I get too much in there, worst. Yeah, I'm also a little worried that I'm gonna get to the point where like I'm gonna do all these like little... Really see what anything done differently. Again, the more I focus on the wiggles, the better the end result's gonna be. So I'm willing to tough it out. Well, people, oh really? Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense because like the game is pretty limited, but like, you know, people want to do so many different armies and stuff. So how you doing, True Reality? How you doing, Self-Satisfied Red? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lurked all driving to work. Oh god, okay, so I caught your ass. Gotcha. Nice, nice, nice. Well, hopefully you're not driving now. Hopefully, anyway. Just for some reason, Actually, I am curious. I keep trying to like... All the stores in my area that stock kill team stuff are just totally out of the Nemesis Claw. And I know it's because they're like meta for Chaos Space Marines. I was like, that's like the one kill team I kind of think would be nice. Because I think the Night Lords are neat, but like not like full army neat. But like one kill team neat, hell yeah, that's the perfect level of neat for my Night Lords interest. Made 30 minutes before my time. Hey, it's okay. You can watch me paint a horrible spaghetti boy. And then maybe that'll pass the time. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Yeah. At least the second one you can mostly proxy. No, I don't know if you can totally proxy them by using regular Chaos Space Marine, but who knows. But now the Nemesis Claw I just want for models, and it's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Be a neat indeed. Hey, it's all good if you're not feeling well. At the end of the day, you gotta take care of yourself. So have a good night. Take it easy, puppet, and have a good rest. Please start feeling better, yo. I figure out how to get the. It's got all this like back spaghetti that I don't know if it's even really gonna be super possible to get. I'm just kind of getting the little back spaghetti bits I can hit, and we'll just go from there. There we go. Parking lot. Ah, gotcha. Oh, that'd be fun. Just like convert every single kill team to a orc-based one. I'm sure somebody's done something similar. That feels like a very orc player thing to do. It's just like, yeah, I proxied every kill team, but orcs. So what's going? I have to figure out how I can do the eyes. I don't know if I can get like the nice little pupils they have in there, even if the pupils in the eyes of the thing is like really exaggerated. I still a newer team. Ah, gotcha. Oh yeah, because they're the new ones from the box, and like I know now there's a new orc kill team, but still. Go. I'm getting hooked on shit. This legitimately might be a mall that like probably I might want to like. What would legitimately put it if I did do that? Block off some. I like. I'm looking at the logistics of gluing him to his base just so I have something to grip on. There we go. This seems solid. Very nice, right? Dry brush first? Maybe I'll dry brush first. There we go. I was just like looking for my dry brush. I was like, I'm gonna snap until I find until it manifests directly into my hand. Oh, I need to put a little bit of a. I'm gonna find like just like a little palette so I can put some light gray on it so I can dry brush it. There we go. Dry brush, remove most of it. Oh. There we go. Nice and easy kind of rubble base. This is just texture paste with little bits of dirt. Like gravel and rock that I just put on top of it. And it's probably gonna get a lot of that faded away once I start doing enamels and stuff. You look hard enough. I wish that was true. I've lost so much shit in my own house. It's because, you know, just got stuff kicking around. I had to make a separate tray for my glue so I would stop losing glue. I was losing glue far too much. That like my glue is like ungodly crusty for I don't understand. It's a new thing of glue too. Oh, cool. It's still working. Okay. I'm gonna let him dry. Put your entire drive away on your mate. Someday. Luckily, like I said, just like dirt, like gravelly kind of dirt manifests near my house. It's great. Lid. What? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not finding shit. I'm actively losing shit. The lid is fucking gone. I guess I'll have to hope that I find the lid later, because that's not happening now. Stuff and the things and stuff and the okay, whatever. I'll worry about that later. For Amazon. Ah, gotcha. I've been honestly, I've treated myself to a couple things for Christmas. Nothing really big. I've been just doing a lot of what's it called? I've been just doing a lot of orders. I've been doing how you doing, Grim? A decent amount actually. This guy's not done yet. I don't quite have a full new Antioch force, but I got this lad. He is a Cadoran Man of War, like Kit Bash for Trench Crusade as some machine armor. I also have like a couple of other miscellaneous like machine armor dudes. And I got this guy actually put together. This is a Grimguard lieutenant guy, but I also gave him some heretic arms to make him actually have like a proper weapon and put some random bits on him. How you doing, Elman? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Merry Christmas indeed. Well, as an old person. Call it driving in traffic. Oh god, no. That's the thing that worries me is like, you know, you could drive perfectly fine, but just eventually somebody's like, I'm gonna wild out on the road. You're like, oh god, okay. It's happening. What do I want to do for your dirt? Because I want to do something kind of like vaguely oceany. There is a variant. There is like, I believe the Scottish variant. Oh, I found the lid. Let's go. Yeah, like that's not too bad. I think there's also a couple pieces of melee gear. Oh god, there we go. How's how you doing, the Joker? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I'm trying to figure out like a good like oceany kind of. I did. What if I did just do like a dark blue gray? That might be kind of nice. Just like something like real understated. There we go. That's an entity. Hell yeah. What do you hope the Irish should be? I gotcha. Yeah, I think one of those. I don't know which version of those I'm gonna do. Actually, how you doing, book? Yeah, it's things do be cursed. I give you nerds the tools to make this weird. Red, brown armor, and tan uniform, probably. Like I feel like probably something like that. I feel like just like looking up New Antioch's nice because you have a bunch of references to like, you know, you can actually just like look up World War I references. I'm sure there's some army that has like a lot of like, you know, like tan uniforms with like little bits of red on it. I was thinking about going Prussians, but then one of my local guys also decided to do Prussians. And I'm kind of at the point where like New Antioch is not my main army. It's I like Grail is still my main army and Court is like my second main army. So it's like, you know, I'm more willing to like fight for my choices in those. But, you know, if somebody else wanted to go Prussians, I'm like, you know what, they're actually like that's their thing. Find airbrush to give us a brush. Oh, okay. I think you can still use airbrush. I use airbrush thinner as brush on, airbrush primer brush on a decent amount. Not like super duper all the time, but like I've done it before. It's not the worst, but yeah. Hopefully you can get you the proper primer you need though. Okay, there we go. Okay, adding this light blue to this. Messy, you got it. My hair is. No. Oh, I see what's going on. There we go. I'm messy behind this. Is it blade stilts charged at the demons? I've been seeing a lot of the preview stuff. Somebody floated the idea of them being like Catholic vampires, which sounds rad as shit. Like this is not canon, but somebody like to the devs proposed the idea of like, imagine being a vampire. So like, you know, crosses like, you know, fuck on vampires. Also, Solid as Skink. That's an excellent name. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. Thank you. But like the idea that like a bunch of Catholic vampires purposely praying in front of a cross, catching fire because they're vampires, but they still love Jesus so much they don't give a shit. And like that idea sounds great. Shit, we got a ad break time. Bits of the gray blue. This is kind of nice actually. Gray blue texture. I could have probably went brown, but it'll gunk up eventually, so it'll be whatever. A lot of problems with brown primers. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's like some areas where it's just like, or like I know a lot of people in the UK have issues with like spray primer too, just because you know it's cold and rainy over there a lot, which limits how often you can prime with just rattle cans and whatnot, or airbrushes. Airbrushes you're more fine with, but yeah, rattle cans kind of get fucked over that way. They're Polish. I know. But the vibe they were kind of going for. Are Polish not allowed to be Catholic? I don't know. Is there like a big Catholicism thing with Poland? I guess they could be like, okay, they could be orthodox like vampires. Either way, it's cool. You know, it's fine. Bolshoff and Catholic. See, yeah, there we go. I'm not on crack. I'm not on crack most of the time. There we go. Actual last king gave the crown to Jesus. Hey, are you Polish? I don't know. I don't know if you're Polish or not, so... Through Polish facts. Oh, okay. Gotcha. How long ago was the last king? I guess the tricky thing, though, is, like, we're in all-universe territory now. Anything goes. Anything goes. So it's a wild, wild world out there. We're doing some metal dry brushing on the lad. Things I made clear before. I big for gore. I will very rarely remember someone's nationality or location unless they bring it up multiple times as like a trait. It do be like that. Hey, there we go. Pepper mask. I am now freed. All right, let's go. That's how you doing, Pato. It's okay. I'm free now. You're American. Big if true. Big if true. He got the little coins on his back as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit the dark red. That's holding up. Okay, still doing pretty good on my palette. So my general idea is I'm gonna try to get all the like the base metals this dark red. I'm gonna dry brush the metallic on there. Burgerland. I haven't had a good burger in a hot minute. Rain from 1776. Ah, gotcha. I see. Your grandma said, does your grandma watch me? I mean, that'd be pretty base, honestly. That'd be pretty legit if I'm getting like real grandma viewers. Advanced hags love Hal. Let's go. Or maybe you said big if true to your grandma because of me. Oh, okay. So you said big if true to your grandma, and then she said it back. Okay, gotcha. You live with Wood Mountains, true. I guess it's always that tricky. There's also that tricky thing too, where it's like, I've seen some people like, you know, if the timeline diverged at like, you know, the year like what's it called, like 1099. Like, a lot of nations that are nations in Trench Crusade should not be nations, but, like, Prussia probably should not be Prussia, but who gives it? Like, it's like one of those things that, like, I get it. You need something for people to grab onto, and B, like, you know, this is a game about shooting demons with fucking grenade launchers. Like, there's a certain amount of rule of cool that just kind of comes with the territory. What was I doing with the... Yeah, I was doing the... I need to try to reapply some of the skin. I guess the skin's got layered on enough once. I can kind of do a little bit more on there. Yeah, I mean, the sketches he's shown of the Hussars seem pretty legit. So I can't imagine you'll have a bad time with those. I'm pretty stoked for them as well. He also did some like really cool of the Heretic Naval guys, but I don't know if anyone's actually got like. Those, I don't know if somebody will eventually make an STL out of. I have some ways to make mine look more whatever. Yeah, I don't know. The wisdom I hear varies a lot. I kind of generally hear more or less like, you know, you want like a couple of well put together, well armored, well equipped guys, and then you just want a couple of dudes with like, you know, a guy with a gun and that's it. What's he going to do? He's going to try to roll up to this objective and plink at people that come get him. Yes, I think honestly probably somewhere in the middle is not the worst. I'm gonna try to do his skin stuff as well now. Let's go. I'm gonna do a lighter skin tone. Because I bought basically the entire Vallejo like skin range a while ago for their game color stuff. Oh, you look at history stuff? Hal of the Workshop, what is your wisdom? Paint your backlog. Oh! The most powerful, but most dangerous of wisdom. Will they heed his words? don't know. Clean a lot of my brushes as well. Maybe that's what I'll do directly after stream. One of my magic guys was like, "How? I would like a shrine anchorite, please." Well, he actually just like showed me a shrine anchorite, and I was like, this one is not going to work. But what do you think? It seems cool. I don't know. I don't know much about the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, so I don't have enough to have like a real strong opinion. But like, you know, if that sounds legit for you, go for it, and then you can work on some minis and stuff for it. That'll be sweet. It's getting super thin. How you doing, somebody? Welcome. How you doing? Let's see, what takes this joke? How do you keep a VTuber? You've done this one before, motherfucker. You've done that exact joke before. I'm not falling for your tricks. But how you doing, somebody? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah. Oh, reuse material. Boo this man. Boo him. Oh, that's so good. Always have a good night, Jay, and take it easy. Got his ass. Got his ass. But yeah, always have a good night and take it easy, yo. But yeah, it's going pretty good. I am working on my memory. That's fair. I mean, I can't give anyone shit for memory. My memory is fucking garbage. I'm working on my left-hand path Wiggly Boy, and so far it's going pretty good. It's going like, this is actually like for me, a very fun model to paint because it's got a lot of like really fun wrinkles built in. The music going again. There we go. Yeah, to be fair, it's a very fun model exactly for that reason. Like, the front is still very, very, like, needing me to do stuff. I'm just, like, highlighting some of the skin bits, and it feels good to do so. Bit of that. Find all these, like, raised areas. Well. Pagans, we had our own gods. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if they've really mentioned how paganism works in Trench Crusade. I imagine it's not great, if I'm going to be real, just because, you know, like, if capital G God seems to exist. But hey, you can also do like, you know, like maybe like pagan trench pilgrims. Tormented. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another game I did pick up during the Steam sale. I got Fear and Hunger 2. I didn't get like every ending of Fear and Hunger 1, but it's been a while, and honestly, I might. The stuff I've seen about 2, like Fear and Hunger 1 setting seemed neat, but I kind of like the more, like the little snippets I've seen of Fear and Hunger 2 setting quite a bit. That's going to be probably in the docket for sometime in 2025. Oh, I don't know. I don't know when that sometime is going to be, but who knows. Then get the areas we're having. Some of the paint just kind of like rubbed off in a weird way, so I'm gonna probably have to go back with the other color and kind of like down a wee bit. That'll be fine. Bits, stuff like that. Mention, let's go. Yeah, I played the first one stream. I got the ending did I get? I got all the way to the final area, and I think I became a god of some sort. I would have to remember which one I got. I was playing the Merc dude, though. So, like, it's one of those things, it's like, I didn't, like, super beat, like, every ending and get everything in the first one, so I feel a little bad, but also I want to try the second one anyway, so, like, that be fine. It should be fine. Find out. I'll find out whenever I do that. Yeah, I mean, the first game was really, really neat, too, but I feel like I also got, like, you know, it's weird, like, sometimes I'll just, like, play a game and I'll like it, be like, that's enough for that for right now. Like, I finished the Lord of the Rings game, actually, the Third Age, on, yesterday, and that was about enough of that. I was having fun, the end was beginning to drag, I'm like, you know what, this is good. I'm ready for this game to end. It's done what it needed to do. Whatever. I'm gonna have to try to blend some of this a bit smoother when I get some of the other colors. Let's see, with that Jewish candle thing under it. Jerusalem is, but like there's the lore mentions there's just like you know there are active like Jewish knights doing shit. Like just like Jerusalem itself, I believe is fucked. But yeah, no, there's still like Jewish people kicking around and stuff. I think they're going to also get a faction. There's kind of the usual like there's probably going to be something with golems, which will be neat. That's how Steve. Have yourself a good night. Take it easy. Oh, best of luck on the BattleTech. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I also did the dating sim, but I'm pretty sure I got like the shittiest ending in the dating sim, as in like no one will date you. You're a fuck up. I'm like, oh man. Oh man. So yeah, that I had fun with it. I did have fun with Funger. So yeah, Funger 2 might be on the dock. Oh, I probably will be on the docket. It's more a matter of if and not. I mean when, if not it, instead of if. What's are you doing, Seinfeld? Seinfeld. There we go. Yeah, I do love me some golems. Any sort of like golem or little like creature thing. It's why I really like the House of Wisdom variant of the Sultanate, because you can just build your own dude. Yeah, you can just like build your own like little homunculus man, and I'm like, I love that. I love that so much. I love that shit so much. Yeah, I mean, I think like from what I understand, like they've talked about 4 potential new factions in the future, and I believe it's the Hebrew Knights, the Wing Hussars, the Path of the Beast, which is effectively a hell faction of like, are you tired of being nice? Don't you want to go ape shit? Like that kind of thing. And then there's the one that I'm most interested in, the Church of Metamorphosis, which is about like a bunch of weirdos who found a like door at the bottom of hell, and are sort of like worshipping / using the thing beyond it to kind of transcend the forms of mortals and demons into these like weird crustacean abominations. They're really cool. All the art for the Church of Metamorphosis stuff fucked super hard. It is a lot of people turning into sea critters a lot. Not like whoa tentacles, as in like a lot like very crustacean-y, or like mantis, like become mantis shrimp kind of deal. Yeah. So from what I understand, kind of Cthulhu, but not a huge amount. Not like I'm very like Lovecraft burnt out. Oh yeah, 100% this would be Slurpee. So effectively what they've said is like, so the Kickstarter's over. I think it's too late to do any like late pledges. What you do is the rules they said will always be free. You can also eventually get the rule book if you just want like something that's gonna probably mostly just like have like, you know, pictures and art and lore. The soft cover of that I think will be available when it's available. The hardcover I believe is Kickstarter exclusive. But yeah, the rules will always be free, so you'll always have access to those. What colors is ours? I dropped my brush. It's more like pagan god. I think the implication is like the metamorphosis is like things that are older than like, you know, the formation of hell. Yeah, return to crab faction. So, oh yeah. Well, no, that's actually so somebody that exists. That's the thing. I would argue the opposite. Not that that's they're nicer. I'm actually going to say Games Workshop is an anomaly. Most war games, Infinity, Malifaux, what's it called? Shatterpoint, Marvel Crisis. I don't know if Marvel Crisis Protocol's rules are free. Most games have their rules for free. Very few don't. Games Workshop is just Games Workshop because they're like they want to sell you a book every 3 years. And they know that that's just the best way to do that, is just to like keep all the rules hidden. So yeah, no, it's like it's really common, and it makes me sad because it's just like, you know, it's very, very anti-consumer, and then also considering like how often they have to update the rules but like not tell you what the rules are because they still want to keep the rules obfuscated, but like, you know, they got to do balance patches. It's really strange. Oh, TRPGs, I kind of get it because a lot of TRPGs are just the rules. But that's understandable. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, actually, Wargaming space is a lot of having like player-facing free rules that are online are pretty like not super uncommon, which is neat. I like the new Fulgrim model actually. I like them. I'm with the sentiment that like yeah, the old Fulgrim from 30K looks nice, but nobody's playing with that thing because it's just a lump of fragile resin. I'm as far as I'm cool with the idea of the Emperor's Children, and if they're neat, I might pick some up. Fulgrim was the first good preview they did. Previously, they're like, ooh, hey, look at this. It's a shoulder pad. And it's like the most generic shoulder pad of Slaanesh you've ever seen. I'm like, what's your fucking in-game Games Workshop? What do you mean by this? I tried dry brushing a little metal. Like the funny thing is like the stuff they were showing off prior to Fulgrim were so generic that they'd be like, ooh, look, a shoulder pad. And then somebody would recreate that shoulder pad and put it on cults because it's like, there's not anything there. The noise weapons were cool, yeah, but they still weren't anything that wild, is what I'm trying to say. Like it took until Fulgrim for me to be like, oh, they are actually serious about showing things off now. Prior to that, it didn't feel like it. But this is my plan with the metal, is to do, like, start red and then dry brush the metallic on, so it's got that kind of, like, red under tint. I'm doing copper. I noticed that with this copper that whenever I dry brush, it still kind of keeps, like, a goldy sheen to it, which is what I wanted. Yeah, bully corporations to do a thing. Yeah, it really do. I mean, then again, Games Workshop is also an interesting anomaly because, like, they've been doing the same thing forever, and, like, people complain about it, but they don't stop. Like, Games Workshop doesn't get any serious blowback, so there's no reason for them to quit, like, doing what they do ever. Flip it up there. Yeah, that's my thought. Yeah, exactly. Until I see a full Marine with that look, I don't know what my takeaway is supposed to be from that. It's like, oh, cool, there's an Emperor's Children Marine will have a helmet? Wow, okay. Yeah. That I assume that was always the plan, for them to have helmet. There we go, look at the lad. Nice. Yeah, it's like saying big things coming and then nothing. Yeah, I don't know why they would reveal that, but like, every now and then they clearly get it because, like, hey, that last Eldar reveal was really cool where they're just like, all right, fuck it. Here's the entire Eldar range we did not update for years. I'm like, hey, they understand. They understand that people who like Eldar want new models instead of models from like decades ago. Whoa, wild. Yeah, I don't know. Games Workshop's marketing is in a really weird spot where it feels like incredibly out of date at all times. It's really strange. Do I want the hook to be the same color as this shirt? Might as well. I can make the chain like the irony metal stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like the helmets are good, but yeah, I just need them to be on there. Figure out people want to do it. Yeah, that always baffled me because it's like, I like Dark Eldar a lot. Regular Eldar don't super excite me. However, they've been like, at the very least, a lot of people who like Eldar like them for tournament reasons. So you'd think those people, you'd be like, okay, we could make a bunch of Eldar units to target the people because Eldar's usually pretty powerful. I don't know if that's like a certain person doing that or not, but See the new Trench Crusader rules. Hey, let's go. Oh, that might be it too. Yeah, like depending on how old your rules are, you might not have even seen like this is a guy from the court. The court might not even be in your rules. Actually, I'm gonna rinse out this brush real quick. That's true. I guess they don't care at the end of the day too, but still. I have like a very, very small brush. Where's my cup at? Oh, it's over here. Okay. I got this like, apparently this was like a 300 Winsor & Newton brush. I was like, okay, cool. University series. It's bad. It instantly like flaked up. So I just convert it to a dry brush and it's been going pretty good for that. Yeah, it's weird. It's why, like, you know, I like painting Warhammer models. I'll continue to paint Warhammer models, but I do prefer, like, you know, the way indie games do things quite a bit. Like I said, I feel like they get it, and the rules are made by people who are like, you know, enjoy games and kind of like know how to target like people who like games as well. Okay, to say, yeah, we could, yeah, Kill Team Real. So as somebody who's like nominally interested in the Horus Heresy as well, like the system, whenever they'd be like, oh, we're gonna do a reveal on Thursday, and it's like sometimes you would get those kind of like, we're gonna reveal that we're revealing things. Ooh, what are you talking about? Why are you like this, Games Workshop? Who amongst you thought this is a great idea? Push this. There's no huge amount of this metal on here, that color. Check it out. And I can also get a little bit onto the sides as well. That'd be more tanks. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think a big tank is nice, but like, a lot of people get into Horus Heresy because they like the infantry. It always felt weird. They're like, clearly more tanks. People were like, please give us melee weapons. At least the melee weapon kit came out, but also I'm like, you know, I 3D print my Horus Heresy stuff. I usually will use like official bodies and some stuff, but I'll 3D print weapons. I'll 3D print bits. I don't give a shit. They don't keep things in stock anyway, so whatever. I'm trying to get a little bit onto the side a little bit. Be like really careful because I don't want to like forget too much on there. Trying to like make sure I can get these like little get into like the little side recesses that it don't reach. A little bit more. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, the rules do, and also because like infantry can equip basically whatever. So it's like, do you want to fuck on tanks? You can just give your guy like anti-tank lasers. Do you like, you know, they hold objectives really well, but also too, like they are kind of like the fun part because like, you know, you can get tanks in 40K, right? And like tanks are cool in 40K. They're probably better supported in 40K. But like, you know, it's about having all your Space Marines with their all custom war gear and like all the little bips and bops you put on there to like really make them look like your dudes. It's kind of that thing, really. He's got like little nails in his arm, which I need to get while I still got the metal on my thing, like not entirely drying up. But yeah, I don't know what like the quote unquote meta is too. Yeah, the problem is that those boxes are expensive. I'm fully believe that like if you like Horus Heresy makes sense if you have a 3D printer. If you're playing it just straight, seems like it's like gonna be like a huge financial hazard. Blind tanks are the best tanks, also reasonably fair. But yeah. So like, and like I get like Horus Heresy has like a lot of that kind of like, you know, customized a lot of the gear, really tweaks some stuff. It's also weird because like, so because Horus Heresy is effectively like Warhammer historicals in a weird way, people are really trying to like, you know, like, it's just, you know, it's just like a game. Don't worry about building lists, build whatever. But then like, if you hear them talk, like, you know, there are right ways to do it. And if you pick wrong, you are out. Like, you know, if you buy bad models in like 40K, they'll either eventually rotate their way into being good, or like, you know, it's like maybe like a couple of infantry. You can fuck up a Horus Heresy army like real bad. Yeah, the custom war gear is nice. Like I'm kind of like I would like the idea of like some of the older settings that we're doing, like, you know, like I still really like the 3rd edition Chaos Codex just because it's fun to read because it's got a bunch of cool shit in it. Also, Chumps a lot. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Yeah, I see. Exactly. Like Fado. I like that idea. It's always tricky because I feel like I get like weird, almost kind of like double speak about that. It's like, yeah. We don't play the meta, but also you should definitely like. It's very strange. I kind of get what's going on there, but it's still very contradictory. Yeah, it's because Dreadnought. From what I understand, Dreadnoughts are really, really good. There's also a rite of war called like the like Wrath of the Ancients or something like that. It's sort of like one of those like that guy, like, you know, if you're playing that, you're bad. But also some people are like, I think Dreadnoughts are nice. I really like the Contemptor Dreadnought look. I feel bad for the person who's like, oh yeah, I just like Dreadnoughts, so I decided to roll up with these because it seems cool. I could have like 4 Dreadnoughts. Wow, cool. And then everyone's like, I hate you. Apparently, what's it called? Not Thousand Suns. Iron Imperial Fist. God damn it! I had to go down through the mental list of like hand and or fist based guys, and what's it called? You have to go down the list of hand and fist based guys. But yeah, those are spikes on YouTube. And apparently they have a lot of stuff that's just also like really, really good. But also the kind of stuff that you would want to take if you run thematic Imperial Fists, so that's interesting as well. Admech Army. Oh, about the like you just wanted to bring some stuff, but then also apparently all that stuff's really good. So like you get like blank stares. I think that happens. Like I was kind of like that for Legion of Everblight back when I played that because like I like the mutant elf dragons. I was like, oh yeah, no, these guys are like tier 1 army because they ignore a lot of army rules. Leviathan dreads are pretty legit. I'm really just like any kind of dread. I also like, you know, like especially when like even in the stories when the dreads show up, they're always really, really cool. It's like, you know, like they're kind of like the haggard veterans of Space Marines, but they're stuck into hideous hell boxes that they cannot leave. Which I greatly enjoy. Flesh. Yeah, Dreadnoughts are just cool. Nice. Oh yeah, las cannons. I actually do have a small las cannon squad that I need to finish. I figure, like, I know they're really, really good, but like, there's like a word bearer thing that if you pop a unit, you get strength stuff. So it's like, okay, having a dedicated thing to pop some units seems legit. Whatever. I think as long as you don't have like more than 10, you're fine. All these little areas. Well, a lot of this is gonna like kind of like flatten out once I do some enamel, but that'll be fine. That'll be fine. But yeah, no, I mean, once again, like Warhammer is never like a super balanced thing, which is other games that aren't that. Like I feel like even like Turnip 28 games, especially, like it's like even if I lose on that one, I'm like, well, I usually was either like out of my control or like it's something that like I obviously did. It wasn't like, well, I did a bunch of rules at you and you fucking died. Not that there aren't some like cults that are like better or worse than that. Like that's there's always going to be some that's better or worse, but like, you know. Yeah, exactly. It's just all good. I get like he's got like a couple little eyes in here. I'm gonna need to figure out what the fuck to do with that. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I put the paint in the wrong color and I just saw like a red line go through my skin tone. Luckily that skin tone is like mostly used up, so it's not the worst, but I was just like, oh, well, okay. That's wasted. That's gone. Well, kind of funny that he's got like at the end of the day, he's still got just like one human ass hand. Like that's really about the most like recognizably human little bit on this dude. It's just that one hand. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. And the heresy stuff, it's like, I still like the idea, and I've begun moving towards it. But that's definitely one of those projects that I feel like I started with gusto, and I finished a couple of things, and then like the dawning hugeness of it, I'm like, oh god, no, this is gonna be a long ass thing. Just because I'm also curious if the thing people mentioned are like, maybe there's going to be a new edition. I don't know. If anything, it seems to be like the kind of general talk might be like this might be more of like a 2.5 kind of deal, just because the original one I believe launched mid that launched mid COVID, so you didn't get a lot of play testing and get some things that are a little wonky that could probably be fixed. I'm curious if that'll be a thing or not, or if that like rumored box that has salamanders and iron warriors as like the people on the front, if that's going to be true. Apparently, like, the very common rumor, it's like that and, like, Mark II armor? Which is weird because, like, I think Mark II armor is neat, but, like, I don't know why you wouldn't go and do Mark IV upscale. A lot of Legions use that. I don't think a huge amount use Mark II. There we go. Yeah, Mark II would be good for World Eaters. I'm sure, like, they'll be good. I just think, like, Mark IV is just generally would be, like, a better thing for a lot of people, but who knows. I've never messed with anything at that scale. I'm not like opposed to it, but they don't hold enough interest for me to commit, if that makes any sense. So it's like I see it, I'm like, well, I'm glad somebody out there likes it, but that was the thing too with like the Horus Heresy stuff, and they're like, Horus Heresy reveal on Thursday, they're like, oh boy, and it's just like more Legion stuff, and it's like, if you like Legion stuff, that's cool, but I think a lot of people who are looking for Horus Heresy stuff were not looking for Legion. I'm curious if, like, the fact that, like, Dark Mechanicum has been getting stuff for Heresy, if that's ever going to expand outwards from that? Who knows? Also, instead of doing gray, I think I'm going to do, like, milky yellow eyes? But we'll see how that looks. Base coat with this buff. I'll try to do maybe like a lighter color. Getting better at seeing from a distance too. Like I can't, unlike a lot of people, I can't really super duper lean in real close to my models. Just to some degree negatively affect some of my paint jobs, but we'll find out. We'll find out with that. But yeah, it's like, I think for me, it's like whenever I think about getting, like doing anything with Legion Imperialis, it's like, it's a lot for a scale that I will not use for any other war game. Unless I did like Battletech and I just wanted to have some like cool buildings, I guess, for that. Yeah, I think it's been brought up a couple of times. I don't think they should get their own codex, but I do believe there should be like, like an Agents of the Imperium for Chaos. It's like, mortal non-Space Marine Chaos followers. And you would do your, like, you would do your Traitor Guard, you would do your Cultists, and you do your Dark Mechanicum. And then, like, for, like, the Chaos Space Marines or whatever, they would just kind of dip in, like, they would share Cultist units in the same way that, like, Death Guard and Chaos Space Marine shares Cultist units. Oh, God, hold on. Trippy. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Agents of Imperium, let's be real, that's the retirement home for old kill teams. Like the Imperium had so many kill teams that they're like, somebody might realistically like want to get into Warhammer with all their kill team. Well, we should give them an on-ramp. And then, oh yeah, we also gotta figure out what to do with people who play Deathwatch still. Which is funny because, like, they're like, yeah, we folded them in. And they're like, we hate that. Like, they're an index now. Yippee! Let's go. Let's see. Oh, do you ever pick the other two? I don't think you do. Because I know Gluttony, the implication is because Beelzebub is technically supposed to be, like, the court guy of Gluttony, but, like, he doesn't play well with the rest. I forget what the other sin is that doesn't show up. So either the implication is that they're going to add those in later, or like, oh God, why is that so drippy? It was super not drippy, and then it got hella. This isn't too bad. That up. Lost in a Dam. Oh yeah, because like every time I hear about past Lost in a Dam stuff, it seems really, really cool. The other is Greed. Greed, I think, so And I know greed's also weird because Mammon is like the big patron for greed, and Mammon's got like more of a direct influence on the heretic legions than anything else. I don't think there's a real mechanical reason to do so. Like it might just be like a fun role-playing thing. I'm fully of the belief that probably they will put some in there later. Slightly. Like that little bit. Figure out like why it's been like spilling out, and I don't think there's like that much liquid in my paint, but there we go. Yippee! Let's go. Let's go. Little dots in some of the other areas. This is another good. This is good. Definitely gonna be another one of those malls that like I'm not finishing it tonight, but like, hey, if I went to my local shop with this, I don't think it would look that out of place. The feet, I think I definitely need to work on. Let the rest of those dry. It's made the issue with agents. True. It's kind of like that infinite balance. Is like, do you want everything to soup? And then it's like, what do you have? The best Imperial army made of all the Imperial bullshit. Or do you keep everything hyper specific and then they just get siloed off into like little zones just to kind of wither and die? It's kind of an interesting dichotomy. I don't know which one I'd prefer. I think really it's one of those things where it's like there probably should have just been less codices overall, but with like more generic stuff in them, I guess, if that makes any sense, like stuff that you could use for a couple different things, but we've sailed way beyond that point. Like we are far past that. It's far too late. Look at these little spike bits. Back and paint the skin color. Let's go. Either faster, yeah. Yeah, because that's a tricky thing too. Is it because like once you go full soup, it's just like what is the best? I will run the best, and everything just becomes just like a flavorless kind of like smear. But I also get the idea. It's because like it's weird because like, you know, as usual, like the lore is like, yo, the guard and the fucking space marines went to fight together. I think it'd be cool, honestly, if we got a lot more stuff that, like, I kind of like the idea of these, like, little faction rules that let you dip. I like the idea of, like, the 500-point dip is kind of neat. But, like, I don't know if I like the idea of, like, the Chaos Knight dip. I kind of like more the idea, it's like, yo, you're doing, like, I don't know. You're doing Chaos Space Marines, and then you do a dip to get, like, you're using the sub-faction thing that gives you 500 points of Chaos Knights to slip in. Like that would, and then you get some special rules to interact with them. I like that. I actually like that a lot of the Grotmas stuff was doing that. You know, like how the Trader, like Chaos Knights could get Trader Guard and like Cultists and stuff like that. I thought that was a neat direction to start going in. Start doing some more bits on the back. Yeah, I think that's the best version of souping that we could probably hope for, where it's like, yeah, you pick a faction and then you might have a chance to dip into another one, and then nothing wild. True, but hey, at least you could do AdMech with chaos with the knights instead. But yeah, I agree. How's you doing, Heather? How you doing? Upcoming anime next month. What's coming out next month? I still feel like I don't know if it's next month, but there's this one called like Toppaki's like First Sin or something like that. Like a little Doraemon thing where like an alien goes down to Earth to help like a very sad child. But like, man, that sad child had a rough life from what I understand. And it's like that premise seemed neat. I like the art style that the trailer had for that. I don't know if I'm ever going to return to seasonal anime watcher. I still have a pledge to myself to try to finish Bocchi. The Red Ranger? Oh, God. The idea of that sounds neat, but goddamn, am I sick of isekai? Please, no more isekai. I'm good. We had so much good fantasy lately. That's not isekai. So burnt out. I'm so burnt out. Wasn't that bad? I know there's like a bunch of there's like been several Godzilla anime where it's like on like a like. Isn't the implication that like humanity goes to the stars, realize, oh shit's fucked, and they go back to Earth. After like, you know, after they're like, we've abandoned Earth to Godzilla, and then like they're trying to like reclaim it. It's weird there's like at least 1 or 2 Godzilla series that's sort of based on that premise. I thought that conceptually seemed neat. I don't know if those were like any good or not though. I drew number 9. Oh yeah, that was recent. Yeah, I can never remember what is recent anime because I'm out of the loop so bad. Doing like another layer of this lighter skin color. I'll probably, and I'm gonna go back with like the very light one. The very, very end. Like rebuild these hideous flesh shapes. Yippee! I love the hideous. I love our hideous flesh shapes. That's why you guys like me, right? He turned into a city? Huh. That's interesting. Like kind of like that? Ah, I gotcha. I never finished Eureka 7. Probably shouldn't want these. This brush keeps fucking. Oh, has got this a quantum physics. Huh? Conceptually, I like the idea of progressively more abstract Godzilla, but that's a choice. It's really funny comparing that to like Godzilla -1, which I still have not seen either, but it's like, yeah, we just kind of took Godzilla back to its roots and we did like a nice, like good movie, you know, good special effects on a reasonable budget. And like, fuck you, quantum stuff. I'll see you doing Eustace. How you doing? Thank you. Luckily, a lot of this is just sort of painting the inherent folds that the flesh has. Like, it's very, very, very nicely constructed that way. Hey, I could fix that, I guess. How you doing? Yeah, I've been working on the critter. When you finish your game collection, so never? I feel that's how I feel about a lot of stuff too, to be fair. A bit more water in there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, some of those also there's like some of the flesh here where it was like starting to slightly peel off because I kept scraping it. Which is why I based it early, and I might come to regret that later, but at least for right now it feels pretty good. It's been pretty legit to paint on that. You can see into the future, but so they gave Godzilla spider sense. I guess that's a way to stop because like Godzilla from like, you know, getting hit by like bombers and shit, but that just feels like a strange choice. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I guess if I saw it in a show and it was presented right, I could be like, okay, I can dig it. But at least the brief description just feels weird. Yeah, so never. Yeah, that's a mood. Yeah, my video game backlog right now is just playing the visual novel Subahibi, and that's been pretty good. But I have not gotten any updates since yesterday on that, so I've been making like decent progress to that though. Is there a Gamera show? God damn it. I've been so focused on VTubing that I definitely lost track of like every other piece of media made in like the last 4 years. I'm like, what the fuck? When was this? Huh? Nande? How you doing, Abyssinian? How you doing? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is the lad. He's turning out pretty good. Trying to do a lot of like little wiggly, tubey, flesh highlighty bits. Not like relatively good. Not relatively nice. I'm going to try to like highlight layer the goop bits. Hope for the best. Oh. Huh. So it's like out Pizza the Hut. So like I understand with Godzilla, the point generally is not to like, you know, defeat Godzilla typically. But like if Godzilla can make like 1 + 1 = 3 for like a short period of time, what the fuck do you do? Godzilla now has the power of nice. Like, yeah, legitimately what happens? Like how do you... I guess you just leave. I guess you're just like, well, I'm quantum fucked. I guess. Third party Dark Age. Hey, nice. Like it's Friday in California. Oh yeah, the like hospital scene there. Oh yeah. I haven't seen that in a while. I think a lot of those like Twitter bots moved over to what's it called? Blue Sky, which I reconnected with. There's a Twitter bot that just occasionally reads off titles of JAVs, like basically Japanese adult video, and they're always so good. Yeah, sometimes I notice that where it's just like yeah, I get it. You took physics, but you ended up becoming an animation. I can get that. I mean, if they do cool stuff with it, maybe. But yeah, just like once again from like the brief overview, that feels very strange. Strange show. I should rewatch it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious now. I'm the idea of quantum fuck you Godzilla. I'm very. Then again though, like if I want to watch anything Godzilla, there's like a bunch of the original movies I still need to watch. Like I still really want to watch Godzilla versus Biollante because I think, in terms of just like pure visuals and concept, Biollante is one of my favorite kaiju. But I've never seen the movie, so like I actually want to like see how Biollante works in there because like every clip I've seen from Biollante fucks super hard. But yeah, I've seen like a decent, like a couple of the original Godzilla movies, and then the various Mothra movies. I like Mothra a lot. Mothra's really cool. Magical little box twins, and you know, pretty nice moth. What's it doing? Doing not well. Yeah, no rats being painted today. What's the rest? Last week, where I did a little bit of oiling on a rat, so that's something. Conceptually, that was more rat than previously, than quite a period of time. I don't even need to think. It'd probably just be easier if I just go there. Let me see. Let me pull up a JV title for all of you. Let's see, JV titles. Also, Black Up Delta 18. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Now, okay. All right, let me pause this because the one at the let me pause my music because the one at the top is very good. The one at the top is very good. This was posted 25 minutes ago. A complete lack of morals, nothing but bad shit. What would happen if an unbelievable, perverted, dirty old man became a wizard? An up-close and personal documentary. Wizards really exist. They can stop time. They can become invisible. They can erase your memories. A fuck as much as you want, cumfest. And then you scroll down two more, and there's just one called Ambulance Panty Shots. So yeah, JV's like the wild out in a way that like American porn could only dream of. Yeah, JV titles. So there's so many. They're so wild. What's how you doing, Artie? Okay. How about? Let me see. Let's see. What's another one? Oh god, some of these. What the fuck? Make a desire of a lady come true. There we go. That one's nice. The Showa theater of life, love, and lust, a nun and a widow in the throes of blind love. There we go. Big titty lesbian fisting 8. Okay, I have to get out of here. Okay, I have to get out of here. JV titles are a black hole of comedy. They're the funniest shit you'll ever read, but you can get lost. You can get lost in those fuckers. Every title, like there's regular ones, sure, but the one that account curates are amazing. They're so wild. They're so wild. If I take it away, broken VHS. Oh, okay. Why did they break that for? Why would you break the VHS for that reason? That's fucked up. In my Christian Trench Crusade stream, it's more likely than you think. Did I ever do the? I don't think I ever did the back highlights on this. The paint drying up. It's got like a little bit more life in it. Let's go. Stayed alive. That was the one with the like clock lady, right? In it, like the one with the clock eyes. I don't think that one's particularly wild. I still think like when it comes to wild anime, one that I greatly enjoy, but like in terms of being bad but like wild and interesting, there's a 5-part OVA series called Master of the Martial Arts. It's bad. It's not a good series. Like it's a very generic kind of like battle harem show thing. I don't think, actually, I don't even think that's harem. It's like, you know, just like kind of like titty supernatural fight and battle stuff. But the wild thing is like the very last episode goes so far off the rails. It sets up a twist that is bananas. Doesn't make any sense, but it's just so in the moment, just kind of crazy. That like it's also worth watching dubbed, not because it's good, but because the terribleness of the dub. Like I feel like watch Master of the Martial Arts. Master of Martial Arts dubbed is like the Aristocrats joke in anime form, where you watch basically 4 episodes of an OVA that are mediocre, and a 5th episode OVA that's mediocre, but gives you the biggest fucking punchline. It is so crazy. It's super, super good. I don't know if that would be worth doing for a movie night thing, because it's kind of a lot, but the temptation is there. Maybe eventually that'll be like a little anime movie night thing for the Discord. Since school is pure, I'm vaguely aware of that. I know it's just basically like softcore stuff, more or less, from what I understand. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of like super ecchi shows. Mostly just because like a lot of the ecchi stuff doesn't, like, you know, unless it's got like a really fun like hook or whatever. It's just kind of like, oh no, there we go, boob. I want to find boob. I'm a grown man on the internet. I can find boob if I want. I don't need ecchi anime to do so. Though probably I'm at that point in my life that actually if I saw like an older ecchi anime, I'd be like, oh, this is nostalgic. Like if I decide to watch like Freezing one day, Freezing's not good. Nobody should watch Freezing. Freezing's a bad show. But I remember watching that when I was like actively getting into anime. That was like seasonal anime, not just like, you know, what's on Toonami today. EXD? I vaguely hear. Yeah, I can find boob if I want. I can find 2 boob if I want. 3 boob if I'm feeling spicy. We don't talk about 4 boob though. That's too much. But yeah. It's like a lot of the I know you know ecchi anime hits like different, like, you know, activates different neurons and whatnot, but still. The nubbins. Getting to the point where the nubbins are like the color I use for the nubbins is beginning to like kind of dilute, so it's actually getting brighter. Oh. Let's drop some like erased. Hey, erased. Like I feel like I don't know. I've been very much out of the anime loop for a couple of years. I used to keep up with it seasonally, and then I just, you know, I can't even blame being a VTuber on that one. I kind of stopped even before VTubing, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's true. It's good for that, or like, I guess certain types of like ecchi stuff could be fine too. Like, I don't know. A lot of ecchi doesn't do much for me, but also like, I also really like Keijo, so I don't know if I can really like, you know, talk shit. Keijo for me, I could not give less of a shit about the ecchi part of Keijo. It's just the pure cinema of the fights is where it's at, and just like the world. I watch Keijo for the world building. Feels like I watch like I read Playboy for the articles, but it's like it's such a demented world where it's just like, yeah, you know, bouncy butt floaty wrestling is a real sport, and like everyone takes it really seriously, and I love that. Like I really kind of hate a lot of ironic stuff. I hate when something like you're watching something and it's in on the joke and it's like winking along with you, which is why I don't watch like asylum movies and stuff like that. Like, you know, a lot of bad movies that are bad on purpose because, you know, it's easy to make a bad movie and haha, we can make fun of ourselves for making a bad movie. Oh ho. I hate that shit. But I love it when you take a dumb premise and you just work it completely serious. Like that shit's so good. My fucking jam. How you doing, Grind? How you doing? Nice. But me what's a peaky? What's a peaky? Oh, you mean like the balaclava? Like the kind of like the face blinder mask, like the thing? Has to be bad, like Space Mutiny's bad. Yeah, or like Troll 2 is pretty bad. There's a lot of bads. There's a lot of bads, but yet they can't know. They can't know. Oh, Paperboy hats. Ah, gotcha. Get this like big old eye. These are coming along quite nicely. I'm pretty happy with the progress on these. Extra, read all about it. There we go. Yeah. Honestly, that's something that I run into a lot. I'm like looking at bad movies and I'm like, oh, this seems fun. And I'm like trying to find a copy to watch. And the only copy that exists was like, you know, a Mystery Science 3000 like episode. I'm like, motherfuckers. I get that we like to make fun of and watch the very similar types of movies. Like they like watching old fantasy trash as well. I get it. Technically, I'm intruding on their turf. They were watching fantasy trash ages ago. But still, I'm like, come on. Please, come on, no. I worked so hard to find this fantasy trash and you guys already beat me to it? Fuck off. At least let me download the original copy in peace. Oh, true. I mean, I got plenty of stuff. So originally I was going to show Dungeon Master this upcoming week. I found a different money called Bloodbeat that I want to watch. It's technically a horror movie, but it involves a magical samurai ghost. So, like, I think that would be nice. Hey, what show? Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, this guy hasn't gotten any work in a while, but he's not the primary thing. Get a little bit on those. Oh yeah, to be fair, the producers seems like a fun. No, apparently it's a fun play, but a bad movie. They'll polish in Bollywood films and then like it. Ah, gotcha. I know. I've seen like. I haven't watched a Bollywood movie in a hot minute. So then again, I think the ones I mentioned that were technically, those were the ones I recall seeing the most were Tollywood movies. Different. I don't know if a huge amount. I don't know. I mean, I know the Tamil region makes different stuff, but I'm not super educated enough to make like big differences between like the film styles. Oh, he's got like little straps on the skull. I think the skull will just need another layer. That's probably not a bad idea to get that done right now. Good one. There's probably some decent ones. I know. I don't know. Luckily for like for context in the Discord on Thursdays, we watch usually jank fantasy films, but like they're not always bad, mind you. Like we watched Hogfather, and that was a legit good movie. I figured it would be still, but like, you know, a lot of times it's just like 80s fantasy jank, which is the best. But the thing is, like, that's the thing though. If knowing that God is real in Trench Crusade, I cannot fathom why you would willingly become hell. Usually a lot of the people in the heretic regions were captured. Like, yeah, there are some like legit bastard people that like sell themselves to Satan in the setting. But a lot of times you just get like, what's that Hornswoggle? What's it like a press gang? There we go. They got bamboozled. But like, you know, you get captured, or like your family was captured and you were born in hell territory. So like, I don't think generally anyone wants to be in those. Like technically, like you might, if you're in the Heretic Legion, at least you're not like being sold for meat in the market, but it's still, I don't imagine it's not a good life. Some Doug McClure. Shanghai, that's the other word I was thinking of. There we go. Let me look Doug McClure. I will admit that I'm weirdly a snob when it comes to bad movies. Like nice. Oh wait, no, we watched all those. Fuck, we watched all those. I think which one was the one that I enjoyed the most? all of his movies are on my list. Yeah, yes, yeah. Hold on, so when was the last time I uploaded the list? Hold on. There we go. I think this is the newest iteration of the list. There we go. Yeah, we have At the Earth's Core and the Please Watch. I enjoyed the fuck out of that one. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where it's like, okay, we got like, I put Lord of the Rings in the top because Lord of the Rings my beloved. And pretty classic stuff in the Please Watch. Also, everyone watch Knight Riders. It's super good. Fun movies are fun. Dumb but fun are stupid movies that I enjoyed. Total Mess are like, what the fuck? Like, everything about this is put together poorly and strangely. I post it typically during the movie night. It's also on Twitter. If you check my Twitter account, let's see. I usually post the list directly to Twitter. I put all the Blade movies on there. Yeah, Blade and Blade 2 were good. Blade Trinity was, See, I think we watched the first two Bionicle movies and we're like, this is the joy of I grew up with Bionicles, and even I was like, I was like, this is too much. Also, Deathstalker 3. Fuck Deathstalker 3. Fuck that movie. For me, other than being Deathstalker 3, the worst thing you could be is boring. Where it's just I like me a fucked up movie, which is why Total Mess is above boring. Because even a Total Mess, I'm like, that's weird. So far, I mean, Deathstalker 1 is just tits and violence, and it's mostly tits. I have not found a movie quite as pornographic as Deathstalker 1. There's been boobs in some of the other ones, but not quite that. So, a lot of times, like, the people that recommend bad movies typically are well-meaning, and I don't mean to be like mean about that, but I do get a lot of, hey, Hal, watch Sharknado. Hey, Hal, you know what? You should watch this real bad movie that everyone knows is bad and the director didn't give a shit about. And like, I kind of get those requests a lot. Turkish Star Wars is on that list. Turkish Star Wars was great, for being whacked out. But like, there's like, or there's recommendations that aren't really fantasy. Like, like, the theme generally for me, the theme for me is this. It needs to be like vaguely fantasy-ish, like generally like a sword and or magic. That's usually my cutoff point. I need those. So like I'm not gonna like, I need something like that to put in my list. So like, I don't know. I feel bad because like, once again, whenever people recommend me movies, I don't think it's coming from a bad place. But I kind of get a lot of the same kind of like bone stock, like, this is a bad movie, that we all know is a bad movie and it has no artistic merit in being bad. I stick to fantasy because it's more fun that way as well. Son of Aladdin actually might be interesting. Let me take a look at that. That falls into the category. Oh god, it's animated. Huh. I might have to look into this one actually. This one kind of matches the level of jank I'm looking for. Like, as far as I can tell, the special mention in the competition section. So they clearly entered this in a children's movie competition. So like they believed in it. Yeah, see, I haven't watched Manos yet, but I remember that one. I liked the story behind that. Oh, I know Quantum Leap. I've not watched it, but I am aware of Quantum Leap. But I love that. Like, isn't the like the backstory of Manos? I don't mean the movie, as in like the backstory of the film. That straight up like a fertilizer salesman was like, making a movie can't be that hard. It was some guy, like some dude that like, wasn't a filmmaker, but just like, I don't know what you guys are bitching about. Movies are easy. You just point a camera and you do some shit. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, that one's like a famously bad movie that I would be curious about. I don't think it would fit the fantasy movie list though. So I don't know if I'm going to actually show that one ever. Like, I got a bunch of movies in the docket. And like, also to be fair, we've seen some legitimate good movies. Like, or like movies that are interesting. So hey, everybody, you guys probably generally know the new Dungeons and Dragons movie that people like, or the older Dungeons and Dragons movie, the one with one of the Wayans brothers in it. Those are like the Wayans brother one was pretty bad. The sequel that was made for the Sci-Fi Channel was even worse. Don't watch that. But the third one is actually really interesting. It's basically a 3.5 era Evo campaign. They're dropping like fucking like the vermin majors and shit in there. It's kind of wild that they did that. And like that's the kind of thing I'm like, okay. I'm getting pleasantly surprised, which that's the kind of stuff I also enjoy for those. Like, you know, I'll watch a bad film like what's it called? Like a Tor 3, where there's, for some reason, a Tor 3 is the one I go to a lot when I'm talking about like a bad film that's wild, where it's just like a man lives with a goblin after said goblin cucks his mom with a magic potion. And then, like, he keeps trying to kill the goblin with weapons because it's his prophecy, and all the weapons keep bouncing off, and the goblin's like, haha, you'll never kill me, asshole. Oh yeah, the Ator, and then also, yeah, the Ator 2 that had the hang gliding scene. The hang gliding scene was great. How you doing, Vizzy? I'm painting this lad, and we're talking about bad movies. And I'm passionate about bad movies. They need a spark. They need a certain je ne sais quoi. I can't just let any old bad movie into my heart. I need to know that the director set out to make a good movie and fucked up terribly. That's the real joy of bad movies, which is also why a lot of the movies that are known for being bad are shit, because the director didn't set out to make a good movie. They set out to make a bad movie, and they made a bad movie because irony is the best shield. Being ironically bad is the easiest thing you can do in your life. Oh god, yeah. I like Shudder a little bit. I had Shudder for like a week or so when I was really ill, and I think I liked the stuff I watched on it. I haven't done much beyond. Okay, I got a little. Oh, that's good. That's good. Once again, this guy's not gonna get done. How you doing, Denifan? The room. Yeah, the room is like I like. It's there's a reason why the room is an example. Like Tommy Wiseau set out to make a good movie, and he didn't. Or like it's weird because like for me, I still like The Room. Don't get me wrong, but like everything Neil Breen done has usurped Tommy Wiseau in my brain. Like any bit of weirdness that Tommy Wiseau had, I feel like Neil Breen has done it better and crazier. And like also now Tommy's kind of in on the joke as well. Like he's kind of like leveraged himself as like, yeah, I'm the broom man, haha, nice doggy. But like fucking Neil Breen is still like thinking he's making like movies that mean something, and God bless him. God bless that crazy man. Some bro says, hey, let's go. I feel like I watched the Van Helsing movie, but I don't remember it. Yeah, it's because like the thing is I've seen a lot of shitheads use irony, where it's like, you know, they're assholes, but they don't ever want to put their like they're too afraid to put their heart on their sleeve. They're too afraid to actually like get hurt. But so what they'll do, they'll be abrasive and they'll make bad shit on purpose, because hey, if I made a bad thing, I made this bad thing on purpose. I made it on purpose, bad idiot. You can't say it's bad because I made it bad on purpose. But then like let's say they make a bad thing and then people like it, they're like, see, I made a good thing. Fuck you. And it's like, it's the worst shit. It's the worst shit. Like, a lot of that kind of irony is for cowards, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen Uwe Boll movies. I don't think Uwe Boll ever tried to make a good movie. I think Uwe Boll got, like, government subsidies from Germany and just made shit movies because he could. Which, in a way, is also it's interesting, but very different. How you doing, Sneslick? How you doing? Yeah. I think Neil Breen, like there's like a type of like kind of like person his age, like it's like almost like a boomer disease where they think they're doing something, like they just don't have the self-awareness to them. Which is why I think Neil Breen things are interesting. How's he doing, Patchwork? Oh, thank you. He's still got a lot to go, but this is the progress I've made today, and I feel like I've made pretty good progress. I feel pretty good about it. Spawn might be good for the list. Oh, I've hiccuped way more than one. once. It's been a decent amount of hiccuping in today's stream. 100%. Like wiggling my hand. Oh, he's got like a. Oh, I should get the little skull too. He's got like a itty bitty little skull. His little lap. Definitely gonna need like an additional layer and some stuff. There we go. Movie to Helsing. Oh yeah, there was that the Van Helsing movie. Oh god, yeah. The Cage Ghost Rider is actually decent. I feel like I seen it and felt fine. I think that because like that's also true. Is like a lot of the like earlier superhero movies were like not good, but they were watchable. Like people watched all 3 of the X-Men movies and were like, these are certainly films out of 10. And that was just kind of for a while. It's like, yeah, that's a standard. That's about how that's gonna go. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I saw the Helsing movie, so I don't have strong opinions on it yet. Might end up on the list one of these days. I don't know. Like I said, I got a couple in the docket first, so I have several movies for the list that I think are going to happen before I run out. That's the nice thing about bad fantasy movies, or just like weird fantasy movies. I have so many choices. Like, I could basically go down the list every fantasy movie released in the 80s alone, and that would be enough to last well into, like, 2026. It's really, really good. No, I think we're talking about the movie. Not Helsing, like the animated one. Repeating crossbow. There we go. Helsing comes in 2 flavors, repeating crossbow and Alucard. Hugh Jackman that one? That makes sense. Get a little bit more. Well. But that, like, hell mix. There we go. Drying on its palette. That's fine. I also Quizite. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Thank you. I vaguely remember liking League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I mean, definitely read the comic if you haven't, because the comic is really, really good. But like, I thought that was a reasonably serviceable. So if we're talking about movies that you remember liking, like there's one movie to this day that I will not rewatch, that I used to watch, that I used to love when I was younger. And that's Master of Disguise. I was not aware that Master of Disguise was considered to be like an abomination of a movie, like a fucking like awful, awful movie. I used to rent that movie a lot. My poor family must have had to sit through the Master of Disguise. Yeah, like look at Master of Disguise on Rotten Tomatoes. Let me see. Master of Disguise. It's not rated very well. It's like a 3.4 on IMDb, 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not well liked. A lot of people don't like it. Like, this is wild. Okay, I want to take a screenshot of the Google audience summary. This is amazing. Because like I'm assuming you need to disregard every 5-star one. Like, just look at this. All right, let me take a look at this. I think it's bad to like a movie that's bad either, so that's fine. All right, like, look at this. This is the Google review rating of Master of Disguise. I have never seen one that looks like that. I've never seen one shaped quite like that before. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that beautiful fucking bump. Yeah, I mean, it's... like Rorschach has some like reasons, like he's sympathetic. I can see why Alan Moore doesn't want people like vibing with him too hard, because Rorschach is kind of unhinged, you know. That was me. All the 5 out of 5s was me. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not turtly enough for the turtle club. Like that's one of the things that like if I say that line out loud now, that sounds annoying and awful. Like if I tried to recreate that little bit from the movie, I'm like, oh no, oh that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna use the next shade, the rosy flesh. Yeah. What was Dance? I have no idea. I'm really bad with keeping up with like actors and movies and whatnot in general, though. So who knows? Knows? Yeah. Let's see that thinned out on the palette. This one I'm gonna have to be a little careful of because it's gonna be the really bright shade. Let's go. Wait, you play video games with your landlord? That's kind of bananas, actually. Yeah. I mean, if nothing's more sinful than playing League, so I don't know what you're gonna do for there. How you doing, Gravity? Oh, which one did you get? Which factions did you get? I did mostly Court, and I did Court and Heretic Legion, and then like a couple of miscellaneous things. Is everyone playing League lately? I don't know. At the demon. Hey, yo, let's go. I was like, maybe like good choices. I don't think there's anyone that'd be like bad choice. Like that's incorrect choice. Might have to hold this one off for like very specific highlights. I don't know. A lot of my skin blending, I could probably use some work, but I also know that if I brighten it and then I take the some of the darker shades and just kind of work my way down, it looks like smoother. Oh yeah, no, I didn't get all the Court because like I didn't really need like the Praetor at the time because I'm making my own. I was like, I have to get this model. I got this one separately because like I didn't get the expanded warband. It's super nice. It's such a nice model. Get some of the little. This is also probably one of those ones that's gonna when it dries, it's gonna get a bit like less bright. So I'm probably like freaking out for no reason. A little bit. Excellent. Oh, actually, the more I do that, the more it kind of like looks pale and stuff like that. Finish your comments start working. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Oh shit, you're doing Golden Demon? Hell yeah, let's go. I don't know. I don't know when I would ever be comfortable doing a Golden Demon thing. One day I would like to though. One day I would like to make a Golden Demon at the very least. I don't know when that's gonna fucking be though. And you can use some bad generic Praetors and stuff like that too. So a lot of these, Patchwork, a lot of Trench Crusade models are like, I think this guy was literally just a rock and then the body. Some of the bigger models come in multiple pieces just because physically that's the only way you could really make that work. So it really depends. Like the Shrine Anchorite, I'm pretty sure comes in like the big, not Catholic robot, the big Trench Pilgrim robot. I guess you could do Catholic Trench Pilgrims. That thing is huge, and I'm pretty sure requires multiple pieces to even like put on your print bed, stuff like that. Necropunks? Oh, like the Malifaux Necropunks? Oh, Necropunks. Oh yeah, I think there's also a guy called Necropunk too that also does like some like neat stuff. Yeah, I got the worm. The worm is been worked on it a bit. At least not because I was starting to paint. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I'm fully aware that I probably crutch really hard a lot of my like grit and grime effects too, but I also like genuinely like painting that way. So, like I probably do need to challenge myself to do maybe like maybe if I keep my high elves and try to paint some of them, that would be nice because you know high elves have to have like a nice clean paint job. Like that would be very good. Just be like, okay, I can't really grime these elves up because they kind of lose their elf essence. So. I like this little bit. Flesh. Probably got to smooth a lot of this out, like I said. I don't think it's gonna be the worst, but if I just do this and if I just take that like back down. I'm digging it so far. So far everything's looking like also catching a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, I don't think that ever got highlighted, so like that up here. It's got so many like the more I apply the paint to it, the more squirmy it looks. Excellent. Yeah, painted my first army reasonably normal. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. At least for me, it's like I definitely like a lot of the like I don't know. I tend to also like the armies that look gritty and grimy, which is like also kind of the thing. Do you buy goetic powers for every unit? Yes and no. So every like big model in the court typically has at least one goetic power. However, if you're getting like the stuff for like the like if you're getting like the court powers, you do have to buy those specifically, and they'll usually tell you what units you buy them on. Like Hell Knights always have a goetic power that lets you boost your injury dice, which is really nice. Effectively, you can just like buy injury dice from any unit on the table. It's really, really neat. But yeah, I like me some horrible, sick, disgusting creatures, which is also like a lot of the styles that like do well in like game like Slayer Sword and stuff like that tend to be kind of clinger, which I'm kind of like yeah, I heard Grime, hell yeah, let's go. Or it feels like I'm playing hordes. It's kind of got like a similar idea. Like honestly, a lot of the Fury management does kind of like tickle that. Like, oh hey, it's been a while since I had a army-wide resource I gotta manage. Like Turnip doesn't really have quite anything that's like that either. It's nice. It's nice to just be able to like dive into it a little bit. Okay. Oh, this is drawing really nice though. Okay. I'm less worried about the some of the highlights on this. It's drawing a lot more smooth, I guess. I'll blend that back to be a little bit more normal. Yeah, I love the textures. Like, oh yeah, I've been like I did a model earlier that used like actual burlap, which is really, really cool. Like having like a burlap cape felt really, really fun. There's some dudes that will straight up use hair. Like there's a werewolf that they showed on the Trench Crusade account where they use hair to make it look extra wolfy. I'm like, that's the sickest shit. I don't know what hair it was, but it looked really, really good. Like the whatever hair they used was like legitimately a neat choice for that. Yeah, decent stamps. Yo, let's go. Steampunk edge for models. Yeah. I mean, Malifaux does steampunk pretty well, but yeah, it's harder and harder to find steampunk war games, unless I guess you kind of certain Warhammer factions, even though it's not quite the same. What's how you doing, Galva? Hey, how you doing? Oh, welcome. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I've been painting this lad for about 2.5 hours. Oh shit, I'm over my limit actually. I can go a little later. I can go a little later tonight though, because like I don't got work tomorrow. Let's go. I don't think I'm gonna do like a super long stream because I know a lot of you guys have like normal schedules, so I'm gonna at least try to get like a little. But yeah, how you doing? Controversial hobby? Fuck. I don't honestly. I don't know. Seeking controversial things is not like my super jam, I guess. I don't know. But mostly I'm just tired of idiots just like yelling on the internet for a lot of times. Not you specifically as like an idiot, but I don't know. My tolerance for hot takes and stuff like that has gone lower and lower each year. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm excited for all the minis I'm gonna be painting next year as well. There's so many of them. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Especially because like as the years go on and a lot of people turn like the hobby space into like weird culture war battlegrounds, which drives me nuts more than anything. Goddamn, I hate that shit. It doesn't matter which side of any culture war you're on. I just want to paint my little dudes, and all of you can fuck off. Goddamn. Let me also actually forgot to pull my YouTube thing. Oh, there we go. You're doing great. Hell yeah, let's go, let's go. How you doing, son? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? I'm working on the lad. Have I seen Sonic 3? No, but that's because I haven't seen Sonic 2. And also, abducted by aliens. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I got to play Turnip and Trench Crusade today, so you know, good day overall. Yeah, some of the little that crevice is very, very deep. I'll have to figure out how to if I want to fix that a little bit or not. But yeah, no, today's been good. Today's been a day where I actually did a lot of wargaming, which always feels nice. Feels good to play war games. Yeah, I feel like Aliens got great Wi-Fi. I feel like I would trust aliens to have better Wi-Fi than most U.S. states. If I had to guess. But yeah, how you doing? If you don't know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting Nurgle and Skaven variety. Oh, cool, that's cool. I was like, oh, I see. I was like, the side angle looks weird. It's just because that side of the skin tube never got appropriate layering. You're doing Alpha Legion. Ah, nice. I'm a technically I like a lot of basically anything with Nurgle, but I read the first Heretic like a lot of people, and then Death and what's it called? Word Bearers are like, ooh, I think the Word Bearers are neat. Ostensibly, I'm putting together a Word Bearers Horus Heresy army, but that's got so many fucking dudes in it. That's good. That's gonna take forever. It's that's a pretty deep. Also, to be fair, it's also kind of built that way. It's just kind of following the flow of the cloak. It does kind of already got that little kind of rip path, if that makes any sense. Get on the edge. Well, death card for Christmas. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Guys, I got so many Plague Marines. I got so many Plague Marines that I'm going to need to eventually just hit up one of these days and just get done. I might eventually just do a Plague Marine-a-thon just so I can just get them finished. I don't gotta basically I think no, I have a Plague Burst Crawler. Okay. I was like, I think I got most of my Death Guard dudes painted up, and then I forgot that I picked up a Plague Burst Crawler not terribly long ago. So I need to do something with that. I have one already painted, so I think that's why I forget, because it's oh yeah, I got a Plague Burst Crawler. It's done. I'm oh yeah, no, I got a second one. Let's go. During COVID, that's where I painted the most of mine. It's kind of funny how just Warhammer stuff did during COVID, to the point where Games Workshop was given a loan, and they're yeah, we paid it back. It's cool. It's whatever. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that, thinking about doing that as well, where it's I got a lot of stuff that I could offload. You know, lower the cognitive, lower the size of the queue, get a little bit of extra resources back to put into other projects that I care a bit more about. Like that kind of thing. It's this guy probably still got some of the better skin blends I've got. Yeah, I mean, I just tend to like I said, I like painting horrible little grubbly critters. I like the fucked up flesh and so it's conceptually I should like Tzeentch things, but because of everything to do with the Rubric Marines, that means all this Tzeentch stuff that conceptually I would be down for is the most boring, sterile shit. And even a lot of the Age of Sigmar Tzeentch things aren't particularly wild either. Meanwhile, Nurgle gets the best mutations and shit. It's the weirdest thing. A little bit on there. What's our take? How you doing, War? Welcome. Oh yeah, I'm doing some court stuff today. Because I got the lad and I'm working on him. How you doing? What am I? I get the straps on the skull. I should probably just get that done while I'm thinking about it. It's a sad story. I 100% agree. But I think the problem is that because they did the flesh change, Thousand Suns are kind of creatively deadlocked as a faction. Like, okay, I'm sure if like really push comes to shove, they could make new units, but you got to like you have to basically kind of like deal with the fact that like you're super limited compared to everyone else. I know you're doing, Fizzy. It's going pretty good. I've been working on the lad all day today. All day, like basically the last 2 hours and some change, 2.5 hours. But yeah, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I always like have a hard time with the straps. I always feel like it's the straps where it's like I fuck up the most. The strap isn't going too bad. That's pretty late. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Have yourself a good night, Robert, and take it easy, yo. Yeah, it's like normally I would get off for the night around this time, but like kind of in the zone. I'm kind of feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. So like I'm debating just continuing to write. It's like maybe not like super duper long, but like, you know. Yeah, like there's a like there's a bunch of cool like Zinch stuff, but yeah, because they are the cult faction. I mean, you could do like, you know, you could do Zinch Mark Chaos Space Marines and like give them all the cool mutations and stuff. Like that's a cool thing you can do. But it's kind of weird just being like, ah, yes, the God of Change. They got Marines with trim, and Marines with trim, and Marines with trim, and they got some more Marines with trim. Yippee! The Marines with trim look good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, well, that's it. That's it. Oh, Zangors. You like Zangors? Here's some Zangors. Let's go. Oh, they exist. Cyberman model. Okay, there's some old Cyberman models from Games Workshop. I think there's other companies that make them as well. Been meaning to start 40K. Specific advice for it? One, don't put your hand directly into your wet palette like I just did. Oh, good advice. Great advice. Luckily, it seems like what? So when you're doing plane and vehicle models, like what kind of paints do you got? I think a lot, like some people do oils. Enamels can work for minis. They're going to have an entire different learning scheme, but actually if you already have a lot of stuff for it, you could probably just kind of move that way, which might not be bad for you. Yeah. Do with a bird head. Okay, that's something, I guess. That's something. What's my favorite Warhammer? John Warhammer. No, I like, if we're just talking about models, I feel bad because I'm not super big on, like, the, like, Primarchs being a thing, but I do really like the Mortarion model. Mortarion's model was just fucking great. It was one of my favorites to paint, too. Very, very good model overall. Very, very, very good model overall. But other than that, some other things, I also just like painting on my knights. I heavily kit bash my knights though, so they're not like they're very like, you know. Oh yeah, I got one of them on screen actually. Fuck, I didn't realize that. Yeah, here's one of my knights. This is from like 2 years ago. Lad. He's kit bashed out of the what's it called? One of those like holiday boxes where you just get like a bunch of stuff. All the night holiday boxes are really, really good. All those are really, really nice. Yeah. Mostly use oils for them, but they are mostly... Oh, okay, hold on. I know... Let me see if I can find this guy real quick. Let's see. I need to find you a dude. Okay, there's a very specific guy who's... I'm blanking on his name. Oh, there we go. Marco Frisian, I believe his name. Okay. So this guy does a lot with oil paints. So you can totally use oil paints for minis. And the nice thing about oil paints for minis is like, you know, I like using acrylics. I started with acrylics. If you don't start with acrylics and like you already know your oil skills, you can do a lot of cool shit. I don't know a good specific video for him, but that should work. Like that should be, yeah, Frisoni, there we go. Frisoni. Yeah. I always miss the I between the I and the uppercase N. That guy will lead you in the right direction to using oils. He also uses oils and acrylics, but that should be a nice way to be like, use your skills and resources, you know, stuff you already got. It should be good. If we're talking about like weapon warhammers, I just like a comically big one. Oh yeah, thank you for posting it there as well. I did post it on YouTube, but yeah, I should have posted it on Twitch. Cool guy, cool guy. I haven't used a lot of his tutorials and stuff myself, but like he's got some legit shit on there. So like that might be a good option to look into. I like really weird meeting stuff. Picking up our shit. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. I like trying to help out as much as I can. Yeah, this guy is very Kezu coded. I miss see, Kezu's fine. My boy Giginox though. Bring Giginox back. I love him. I love the Giginox though, but I don't know if Giginox has showed up again. I think it was kind of like wouldn't it be cool if we just had like Kezu but not Kezu, and then they just not really brought him back since, which I get it. Conceptually I understand. Continue to kind of like do some like fleshy little skin bits with this guy. Basically the goal is to try to make it like a lot of these I'm gonna like go off stream and I'm gonna look at these, and so whenever I paint on stream I have to look at my minis from like very specific angles, and sometimes like when I go off stream I'm like, well, time to give this guy a big oh no, and I have to like do some correction stuff. So like if you ever sometimes I'm like, oh, I think I'm good with the model, and then you're like, why is Al posted a picture of it on his like Instagram or anything? It's because I found a glaring flaw that I just totally missed, and I am now fixated on removing that. But yeah. I fucking love this model. It's like this model and the amalgam from the Trench Crusade Kickstarter were some of my favorites. I'm very glad to get a chance to paint both of them. My amalgam's also not done yet. He needs a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do on my amalgam. He's like the big mutant guy covered in guns. I would grab him, but he's in my living room because I took him to the store today. I didn't think I was going to use him, but like, you know, you never know. You never know. Like it's it's like I think most of my Trench Crusade armies are pre-planned. I'm very curious too, because I think the idea next time is we're going to try to do a 900 point list with some glory just for test some stuff. ADHD Bryn be like, I mean, I have to be a little ADHD to do stuff for like, you know, chat and paint and whatnot. Yeah, just like I'm probably going to eventually put some like acrylic gloss medium to make them really, really shiny. To kind of like emphasize that kind of slimy bit. Both of them did pretty good. The first one, it was a sabotage mission in Trench Crusade. I was able to get my pit locust on the like right at the very end to blow up both of them. It was reasonably close for a while. I was able to get a very, very, very nice fireball off of my chaos, my sorcerer, and that killed two of his dudes, and that was really nice. Besides that, the turnip one was really, really silly because we did a 3-player match, and because of the way turnip's targeting works, like, you know, you have to, in turnip 28, you have to target the closest unit, which is like, you know, pretty cool. It's fun in like regular games. When you're playing 3-player, that means the player who happens to be in the middle accidentally gets fucked. So I felt a little bad on that one. Yeah, I use enamel washes a lot, actually. I really like them. I really, really, really like enamel washes. Got like extra little ropes and stuff. Yeah, it's the ropes that will be like picked up by the wash. That'll be fine. I quite like them, but you do need a lot of stuff for that. Like you definitely need, like, you know, you need the mineral spirits and whatnot. It's all got somebody who exists. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Yeah, I think I'm just at that point where I'm gonna continue to pick off like little details, but a little bit more. Oh yeah, I could do that. I could do that. The thing is, it's like that is a good way to do it. Acrylic gloss medium is just so much easier. It will absolutely look shiny, and I just have to paint it directly on my model. That is a good technique though. That is a good technique for sure. I just find that the gloss medium has been like my go-to for like, do I want to make something slimy? Gloss it. Oh! What I'm gonna do. last little. It do be getting late. Even though I'm not bound to schedule for this week, I should probably stick roughly to tradition, I guess. So let's go ahead and go to the chatting screen. There we go. Hey, we gotta use my little workshop thingy. Wow. There we go. Thanks for coming, everybody. Hopefully you had yourselves a good night. Oh yeah, go and grind for Iron Warriors would look really, really legit. So, this schedule is for this current week. I can verbally tell you sort of what next week's schedule is going to look like. It will be on Tuesday, some mini painting. Wednesday, a video game. I don't know which one yet. It might be the Matrix Path of Neo. It might not be. We'll find out. Thursday we'll be watching some what's it called? It'll be movie night. Friday I will not be streaming. Saturday I'm planning on doing a karaoke stream while I reveal my my 3D model, which would be cool. And then on Sunday I'll be doing some more painting. I don't know which painting things I'm going to be doing for that. But yeah, let's see. Everybody on the YouTube side, have yourselves a good night and take it easy. And I will catch you all on Tuesday. So bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.